All right. Well, we are back, huh? We're back at the 9 Club Experience, episode 191. Whoa.
I feel like you got mixed up in the shows right there.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You're about to say stop and chat.
No, I don't think I was.
No. Well, you didn't do the
Well, I just got a little tired. A little tired. Can't always be like,
super on point.
Yeah.
Giddy up.
You're usually on point,
I got my throat coat tea. A little bit of honey in there. Been drinking a lot of the throat coat.
Yeah.
It's good shit.
Make
good
sure
shit.
your throat's feeling good.
Got to get the throat feeling good.
There you go.
Yeah, man. Nice.
I'm drinking on this old Allagash. Thank you, Allagash.
It looks delicious.
Crowd goes wild. Crowd loves it. Woo. Everybody, we're all good, bro. Eldy's got the dad cardigan on, bro.
Got it on.
Yes. Yes. He's sitting there as a...
I've noticed a few. I saw Carlos Ribeiro skating in a cardigan.
Dude, I seen that too. A Nike cardigan.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
Like,
but he's a dad
too.
Yeah.
Double dad,
He's
right?
a dad
He's got two,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
He's got three.
He's got three.
He just had little twins.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
2 little baby boy twins, and he has a little girl already.
That
Amazing.
is psycho.
Whoa.
In the best way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so cardigans is like, that's his thing. Once you're a dad, you just get a cardigan?
Yeah, you go to the store.
They just send one to you.
Is there, oh,
You get it at the hospital.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Like,
a parting gift.
it comes with the baby.
Yeah.
Oh.
Here's your new uniform, sir.
Nah, they're colors you pick through.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for the catalog at the hospital.
Yeah.
Get the New Balances.
Eldy's like, I like the Navy. It looks good.
Does we look good with my fucking dunks, dude, every time?
Yep.
Get a book of dad jokes.
Had those.
He's been done having.
I was ready. I was ready for that one.
For sure.
What does 69 smell like?
No, that's a dad joke.
That
wasn't
one's too fatherly.
That wasn't a dad joke?
That's not
That
going
was
to
a
work.
Raj joke.
It smells like carnitas.
Pulled that one on the baby?
No.
No.
You haven't, what do they call that again?
A Dutch oven.
Dutch
Pork?
oven? You haven't done that to the babies yet?
Nah.
No. Yeah, don't do
I
that.
did
Kelly,
that,
what
I did
kind
that
of
to my
thing?
son the other day.
Oh, you did? But not a newborn.
No.
Hey, baby.
Baby.
You got to teach them early, you know? They're going to learn
Teach 'em
early.
what?
Yeah.
the smell of a fart. Yep.
They'll learn. They eventually learn.
I think
They know.
They know.
They know.
Oh, yeah. All right.
They know. Dubs, you good?
All good.
Eldy?
Good.
Steez?
I'm good, but I want to, Raj, was you making biscuits or something? It smells very like
Fishy?
fishy.
Made sirloin steak.
Yeah, he mentioned sirloin steak earlier.
Sirloin steak.
I thought it smelled like fish.
I thought it was like biscuits or something, but okay.
I thought it was some sort of meat, but like, I guess he makes the whole place bacon.
Pierogies?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're going to be smelling like something walking out of here, that's for sure.
This guy makes the whole place bacon. I love that Rod still like holds it down and cooks here. Like,
Yeah.
you know, that's
I'm here all day long.
yeah.
So utilize that kitchen.
Who cooked a sirloin
Yeah,
steak today?
It's
He
amazing.
came out with this sirloin steak.
Where do you eat
in
it?
a dark room,
Where
just
do
eating
you-
sirloin steak.
Do you eat it at your desk or do you eat it here at the table?
I was actually just kind of like picking away at the kitchen and then went to my desk and was eating it there.
That's weird. I've done that before. I've cooked and ate it at the kitchen sink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Counter.
The counter.
Yeah. And then just, I'm done.
starving.
I'm done.
Yeah, you don't need to go sit down.
I don't need to sit down. What do I need to do?
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Just eat off
You
the
know-
cutting board.
Pancakes. That's when I'm doing one, boom, put another one on, doing the little cutting,
Right, right.
eating it.
You're eating while you're cooking.
I'm eating while I'm cooking.
Wow.
Then it's
Pancake,
gonna get
one
cold.
pancake. I don't.
But
Yeah.
are you eating? So you're just eating pancakes by themselves? You don't have like eggs or sausages? Like
no, I mean, no. Usually a pancake, I'm just one after another.
So pancake
pancakes
after
by
pancake.
themselves.
Yeah, pancake after pancake after pancake.
Yeah. No sides.
You're making me feel bad that I don't.
No.
English breakfast,
Mm-hmm.
eggs, beans, bacon.
All of it.
Oh, you do
Tomato.
the beans.
Oh,
you
I do
actually
the oh yeah.
He likes that old English
Damn.
bread.
You don't do the beans?
No.
It's a magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you.
When I went to London, I I
That
still
was a
didn't
good
do
use
it.
of good use of sauce.
One of the best.
One of the better
One
ones.
of the
Yeah,
best.
I'll give you that one. That was good.
Thank you.
You grilled a tomato?
No tomatoes.
No tomatoes.
No.
Heirloom.
I want an Eldy breakfast.
Bro,
Dude,
I know.
you know what
Straight
I've been
up.
fucking with heavy lately is dumplings.
Really?
Dude.
My
What kind?
son loves
Yeah,
them.
what kind?
Soup dumplings are fire. And then just whatever, the vegetable, whatever, shrimp. Yeah.
I saw something you cooked the other day. It looked fire.
I
You
would-
did a little pan across.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
that spaghetti
No
or some
pun-
shit.
Little pan across the pan.
Yeah, exactly.
That was Indian.
There, no,
That was
that's what
tiki
it was.
masala.
Tiki masala.
You killed it on that one.
It was so fucking good. I've been running that one too. Pretty
Nice.
fucking bomb.
I love tiki masala.
So good. I didn't hit that one till later in life, but
Yeah.
it's fucking bomb.
It's so good.
So good.
That's like the go-to like Indian dish. If you're like
Yeah.
first time gonna be, go ahead, get the
Yeah.
tiki masala, bro.
Oh, and I just went to Whole Foods the other day. They got I think I said this on the show. They have they're almost like samosas, but they're packed with chicken. It's like a calzone with chicken tiki masala in it.
Wow.
Yeah, really good.
That sounds great.
Really good.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, I want some
of
Indian
those.
food now.
Sounds good.
There used to be a good place down the street, Agra. It's gone now.
Yeah, it's gone.
Dude, there's one in Santa Monica, vegan Indian. So bomb.
Oh, wow.
So bomb.
Sounds good too.
Garlic naan.
I
Love the garlic.
I love the butter naan. The butter naan goes.
Oh, I think there's a vegan spot on Main Street. I forget what it's called. Samosa House.
Yep.
That
Main
sounds
Street, yeah.
familiar, yeah.
Yeah, Samosa House.
Is that the one I'm thinking
Near
of?
Earth Cafe.
I think I was about to say, yeah,
Yeah.
it's right by Earth. I know what you're
Venice.
talking
Block up. Yeah.
Yep, that's the one I'm
Yeah.
thinking of.
Oh, that's the one you're thinking of?
That's the one I'm
There you
thinking
go.
of.
Perfect.
Bomb.
Got that one done. Perfect, dude. Well, listen, every episode we do raffles. And, God, we had a good raffle, man. This is, if you haven't seen the shrimp blunt video, we're going to pick 3 winners later in the show for the shrimp blunt shake junt package. We got the shake junt grip, of course. There wouldn't not be shake junt package without the shake junt
Already a
grip.
legendary video. Shit.
Bro, so good.
So good.
So good. Especially, there's a friend section in there. It's pretty good.
There is.
Shrimp blunt board,
Buttery.
right? So, and then we got the shrimp blunt socks. So I'm going to have to hit Shane up. I definitely want these shrimp blunt socks.
I'm not mad at
Yo-yo stickers. Rolling tray.
Let's go.
2 shirts. Huh?
Huh?
Hey. Hey. That pen goes with
Great product.
That pen
Align with the
That is,
video.
that's my pen. It's green, though.
It is.
It does match the decor.
Yeah.
Hey, go check them out. shakejunt.com is their website. 3 winners will win the exact same package. Board,
Buttery.
grip, all that stuff.
Nice.
Nice big package.
This episode's raffle. Man, listen. Love this man, Mike Vallely. We had on the show not too long ago. He was our last Stop and Chat that we did. For people wondering what the Stop and Chats are, it's really hard to produce 3 shows a week. And if we're doing Stop and Chats every Friday, then every other Friday. I mean, we're here filming 3, 4, 5 times a week. It's fucking nuts. So whenever we get some good Stop and Chats, another guest comes back into town. We're working on a couple people right now. We'll have some Stop and Chats. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But just to flood the airwaves with it, I think it's a little too much for us. And
Yeah,
listen,
I think the people wanted to watch it. They want to see the 9 Club initially, right?
yeah,
Like in the experience, obviously, but there's like the Stop and Chat.
people love the Stop and Chats.
Yeah.
But every week, every other, it's a lot for us to
Totally.
do.
It was a great time to incorporate that when everything was going on.
Oh,
you
for
know what I
sure.
mean?
Well, we liked it so much,
And it's a great show. Now it's turned into something I think it's a solid piece.
I think
You know,
I love the Stop and
Yeah.
Chats.
And it was easier because we were doing the Zoom. That made it way easier for us
for
to
sure.
be able to do that every week.
For sure.
Now we would like to have people in here, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
the
a
Mike
little tougher.
Valley one was so good, though.
was, definitely.
So we got a Street Plant, Violent Gentleman Valley Barnyard deck right here. Boom! Look at
One
that.
of my favorites.
Violent Gentleman, Mike Valley. You had the Barnyard board.
The OG one.
OG.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, man.
And we have, I think he did mention it on the show, right, Raj? The Strange Loves of Nodus Copus. deck.
Wow.
Artwork by Sean Cliver,
So
the
sick.
man.
Wow. So
Hand screened right here. We got 2 of so 3 winners we'll pick next episode. If you're donating in the live chat right now, you'll automatically be entered to win. 3 winners will get both of these decks.
Oh, yeah.
Boom. There you go.
Nice.
That's so
Strange
rad.
Love. I mean, hand screened. You don't see that too
No,
often.
not at all.
Sean Cliver. If you don't know Sean Cliver, go look him up. He's the man.
Man.
World Industries back in the day. Just
A
killer.
lot of legendary graphics. he
Legendary
produced.
graphics.
I saw Sean last week. I was like going up to the curbs, and he was skating back from the curbs. I'm like, "Come skate with me." He's like, "I can't." I'm
Trying
like,
to
"Come on the
avoid
show." He's like, "Maybe, I don't know."
Amazing. So, hand screened Strange Love deck, Nodus board, and the Barnyard Violent Gentleman. Go check them out. StrangeLoveSkateboards.com and also StreetPlant.com. While you're on the .coms, go check out ViolentGentleman.com. You know what I'm saying?
Isn't it crazy? This is obvious because we've been dealing with skateboarding for a long time. Of like, obviously we love riding the skateboard, but what you can incorporate like art wise on a skateboard, like what other sports, whatever activity you want to call it, do you have art and the actual thing what you love to do together? Like basketball,
Yeah, no.
nothing. Like maybe the color of a jersey.
No.
You know what I mean?
It's Not,
Nothing like-
nothing as expressive as a
Yeah,
skateboard.
there's nothing like that.
No.
Soccer, football, nothing.
I mean, it goes with it, right? Because skateboard is like an art
Art,
form.
no doubt.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
how
true.
crazy is that? That like you get to work with artists and skateboarders.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think that's a crazy thing.
And majority,
amazing.
not majority, but a lot of skateboarders do have skills at art. You know what I mean? And really have
Oh, yeah.
art
Totally.
skills. So, you know what I mean? It kind of coincides for sure. Shout out to people that are multi-talented. Boom.
Boom.
Also, skateboard graphics nowadays aren't as special as they were back in the day. They used to run those back in the day, 80s graphics. I mean,
Yeah,
they would run those for
days.
years,
Yeah.
right?
And that's where they got ingrained into your brain. Like,
Right.
really.
Right. Nowadays, yeah, some things come up that are cool. You know, like I've had a lot of chocolate boards. They're not all my favorite.
Right.
I got a couple of my favorite ones. But, you know, then you look at it like, you know, some shit like this. Where you're
Yeah.
like, dude, hand screen, special.
Yeah.
Special.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, not a sports. I mean, hands down, have gone the test of time, of just based on his name.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, you have like the skater and the artist coming
Yeah.
together. Like you just put the name Nodus on the board. That's
Yeah,
an amazing
it
artwork.
goes.
You're like, what the fuck is it? With the board shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just. And then you see him skating it. You're like, this is seriously crazy art form right here.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
I don't know. It's always wild to think about.
Chocolate did a great job of doing that as well.
Evan Heacox.
And the
Yeah.
Heatcocks, and then
The
like
boards,
the boards, yeah,
the series and-
those ones, and then
Yeah.
they reissue those
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah, for sure.
Again, graphics come out so often
For sure.
that, you know, they got to fill it up, the SKUs up with something,
Yeah.
right? So,
Every once in a while, something hits.
oh my
right?
God.
Yeah.
I mean, when the Evan Heacock stuff comes out, it's like, cool, man. Like, that shit is like dope.
For sure.
So dope.
I got the whole series. Sometimes I'd have to collect like 14 boards. Going into girl, just like, don't worry about me, like shoving them in my car.
That's crazy because you guys are actually a part of that. Like people collect that just because it's that. Like this is dope, and then you guys like have your name on it. That's
that's
pretty
serious.
fucking cool, dude.
Yeah,
I think that's
super
awesome.
cool.
I think there was one Evan Heacock's board. They did a bunch of car boards, and they had the license plates with the grills. Remember those?
Yeah, the BMW, right?
I had the BMW, and supposedly it was like this very sought after BMW, old school BMW. So my board ended up on all these like BMW forums
Really?
and stuff like that.
Oh,
People were-
wow.
Yeah, people were trying to get
That's
my board.
sick. That's super.
Yeah.
Do you have one?
Yeah, like 5 of them. When I heard that, I'm like, yo, let me stock up. No, I got a couple.
That's dope.
But it's cool when stuff like that hits, and you're like, oh, interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
Never really thought about. To me, it's just in a car on a board. Looks
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
But people that collect those kind of things,
Yeah, it makes sense to them.
they go crazy. They go crazy. Okay. Well, dude, this is a great show.
It's fantastic.
Been good so far.
Yeah.
We do have. Listen, Phoenix AM just popped off.
Mm-hmm.
Always good to see Phoenix
A
AM.
lot of good talent, man.
A lot of good talent.
I mean, it
And,
hasn't gone down for
I know.
2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Just because right before COVID hit, like they had to cancel it.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it didn't happen for last year and the year before. So yeah, this is like, it's been 2 years. This is the 3rd year finally.
Finally.
I came back.
Yeah. Jhancarlos Gonzalez just straight murked it.
Dude, it was that day especially. Cheers to all the skaters that were doing it that day.
Hot.
It was hot.
It always is.
It's
right?
Arizona.
It is.
I know, but it's always the first week of the year
Yeah.
that gets hot as fucking shit. So these kids are just holding it down. I was standing right above this filmer right here underneath the little rafter, so I was like chilling.
Did you ever skate that?
No, I never skated it. I went out there a bunch of times just to like watch. Obviously, I wasn't really a contest skater, but I always liked going to watch my friends skate it.
I skated it. I wasn't a contest skater either, but
Yeah.
I skated it. Shit sucked.
But I mean, like,
I mean, just because I'm not a contest skater. Event is amazing.
Yeah, it's cool to see everyone get together, especially after that time. And it was the newer, like, so it's been like 2 or 3 years, like we said. No one, like, they haven't had an event like that for all the new generation, except for Tampa Am.
Right.
So to see everyone get together, the industry was there, the West Coast side of the industry.
yeah.
How hot was it? Was it in the 90s?
I would say it's like in the 90s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, he fucking killed it, bro.
Yeah, dude. And once you watch this line, you're like, oh, that's the winner right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I don't have anything else to base this off of. I didn't watch the contest. I just saw this, and I'm like, Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
these fucking kids these days
He did not
are
fall.
just.
He just
That
killed
was
it, bro.
I mean, he did the hardest tricks.
Yeah. I mean, once you see the line go down and he lands every trick, those were all decently harder tricks than everyone else was doing.
Right.
But he lands everything. If you flawless run, you're like, okay, that's top right there.
Yeah.
And then you compare kind of like if someone else landed a flawless line, you compare those two and you kind of put them in order, right? Like,
Is it just me? I don't know, Kelly. You're a judge, but maybe you're biased right now. But I almost think that like because time's up.
yeah.
And he keeps throwing down tricks. He threw down like 2 more tricks
Right.
after, both really fucking good tricks. I gotta think it's gotta sway the judge. Like, dude, he's going a little bit. He
Yeah.
just keeps going,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
It wasn't anything necessarily too crazy,
It wasn't crazy, but the fact that he's throwing in another trick and then another trick. I mean, what did he do? Tail slide 270 out or something
He
like
did
that?
a
Like,
back over crook.
Back over crook shove. And
Dude,
then
that-
tail
Yeah.
to seven.
Yeah. I honestly don't. The line itself,
it's got to
already-
be impressive though. It's got to weigh on your brain a little bit. Like, dude, the kid right here. Time's
Yeah.
up. Boom. He goes in, does that little back nose pick,
was
shove,
so
and then he does
cool.
this little thing to.
The announcer did say keep going though.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
missed
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Andrew Cannon.
Cannon.
But it's just
Yeah,
cool though.
if you riding like that, like just let it ride. Fuck
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I personally don't think. Shout out to the judges. Actually, it's actually an incredible crew.
Yeah.
It's
You
gotta
got-
sway a little bit.
Did you just shout out yourself?
I was not judging.
Okay.
I
First of all,
wasn't
I wanna
judging
thank
this.
myself.
This was nice. This
Shout
was
out to all the
nice.
fans that were there.
No, this is a hard
Snoop
contest to
Dogg.
judge because there's like 200 something kids. You got heats of 4 skaters each heat, and you're just like, dude, that's insane for like
Yeah.
2 days. Matt Milligan, Ronnie Bertino,
Joey Surreal?
Joey
was there
Surreal,
last time.
Dave Duran.
Ah,
So sick.
And I'm sorry, I didn't know the other guy. I guess the other dude has been a judge there for a really long time as well, but they did a great job. And
Amazing.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Look up like, oh, Joey Surreal's judging this.
Yeah,
That's
shout
hard.
out to Joey Surreal and Ronnie Bertino.
Ronnie Bertino,
Fuck yeah.
Dave, like, I don't know. I thought that was sick. But when you saw this run, I was sitting with Rothmeyer, and Rothmeyer is the judge too. So me and him always like sitting just because Sinclair's a good judge too. So once you kind of sit there and watch, you're like, oh, that's first right there.
Yeah.
You know, once you see everyone land. But anyway, everyone, dude, Kieran Woolley killed it. There's Maurice Jordan, little Johnny Hernandez. He didn't make it to the finals, but he was killing it.
Yeah.
dude, that little back nose pick shove was so sick.
So
bro.
good.
I know, right? That
Man, your time is up. Fucking killed it.
yeah, he it's cool. I mean, he skated the Olympics. Isn't it?
wow.
Like he was like I think he's there for Columbia.
Amazing.
Crazy.
And so it's like he's in the Olympics and he's skating Phoenix AM, killing it, winning first place. Like good for him. Man. He's a really good kid.
Oh, how was it getting that twister?
Somebody gave you a twister, huh?
I was sitting there, saw the episode. What was it? 2 days before.
Oh, I thought they like a little nipple twist. I thought that's what you were talking about.
No, see, if someone does that now, I'm gonna Will Smith their ass, dude. Fuck.
Oh.
We had a lot of exciting shit happen this last week.
I'm just kidding. But some dude, it's like, hey, I got a present for you, bro. Like, I was like, what is this, dude? It was on the course. And he pulled out a twister. I just started dying laughing. I saw someone post me on their story. I'm just holding this twister sitting there. So I was like, what are you gonna do with that twister, dog?
Play with some of the hum. We're gonna play this
Play
shit.
with the bros.
I saw Gary Rogers walking out, and I was like, yo, Gary, want to play some Twister, dog? And he was like, what the fuck?
Hey, shout out to all the people at Phoenix Am. Shout out Cowtown.
Trent and Laura Cowtown,
Yeah.
shout out to them. You put on a good event every year. Shout out to Vans for big sponsor in that. And they had a Joe Hammocky little art show.
Amazing.
That was really cool.
Amazing, man.
Yeah,
It's good stuff, though. It's
Yeah, man.
cool to see these kids killing it.
Yeah, it's also fun. Like the guys from 303 Skate Shop in Denver, they came out. Like everyone's having a good time. Like I don't know these people, but you know what skating is.
Yeah.
You go out there and you start. Oh, it was so fun. Everywhere you went, everyone was super nice. Everyone's having a good time. Kids,
Everybody's happy to be back, man. And,
Yeah.
like, you know, and having this event, you know, like you said, it was gone for 2-3 years. Like, man, everybody's excited.
Yeah, man. So it was. Other than they might want to try to do it a little bit earlier in the year, just you know.
I know they're really getting it going on the heat, huh?
It wasn't. It's been hotter in other years for sure,
Damn.
but still.
And not a lick of shade around that thing. Well, I mean, there's some trees I see, and there's obviously...
There's not much there, though.
No.
I think I went 4 years ago. It was fucking brutal.
But you know, like I haven't seen like Scott Mackey was there. I haven't seen him
So
for a
rad.
minute,
Hey,
Man.
Mackie time.
dude.
Good old Mackie.
Yeah. Shout out to Steve Clare. Fuck, that dude's hilarious. I don't know if you guys know he's a sales rep, dude, but holy shit, funny as hell. But yeah, I don't know. Thanks for
It's good times.
especially going with Don Brown.
Never a dull moment, huh?
Yeah.
Tough guy shot. He's like
God,
Nate Alton was like, hey dude, I really want to do a tough guy shot with you.
I would never say that ever in my life.
I thought it was
Crap.
awesome. Fuck. He's known for it, dude. So
He's not going to refuse. How many were done? Only one?
just one, thank God.
Oh.
I've never done it, but I filmed him do one.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to think what else he did.
Was this in public? Like at a public bar? Or was this
Yes.
Like, oh wow.
This is at it was very public.
Damn.
So good.
Yeah, that dude does it all the time.
Crazy.
I mean, he did it on the show twice.
Yeah.
I might have done one actually. Now that I think about it, with him.
Yeah.
S days at lunch.
It's required.
Fuck.
go.
Lunch.
Now I think I remember doing that.
You want a shoe? Tough guy shot.
Yeah.
Certified
is,
right there, yeah.
Yeah.
There is this. I heard this. I asked Don if it was true that Don. There was a sales meeting, and I had sales meeting stories, which I thought it was hilarious because Eldy would go to these crazy sales meetings, and they had one in Paris, and I was like, was it true that you and PJ like? I think they taped their ankles together or something and walked from bar to bar drinking.
Oh. Was it true?
Yes.
Huh.
He's like, yeah, we were. I don't know. It was at a sales meeting. We just did it all in Paris.
Who did it?
Don Brown and PJ Ladd.
Wow.
I thought that was pretty sick.
That's pretty amazing.
There was some gnarly sales meetings S had, dude. They had a sales meeting at Atlantis in the Bahamas.
Really?
I was the only skater there.
Was that the one that
Eldy's like,
Spanky?
Can I go? I'm down.
Spanky.
Spanky's-
Was that in Hawaii?
Oh, was
No,
Spanky
that-
there?
The Bahamas. That's the one where
Oh,
the dude
okay.
jumped through
Yeah.
when he was butt naked. And
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, maybe it was just me and Spanky. I don't remember. I just remember being the only one.
Were you the dude that slid through his legs when he was butt naked?
Yeah. Little nutsack right on my
No,
neck.
no. He talks about it on his episode. It's really funny.
yeah, it's probably the hardest I've ever laughed in the show, to be honest.
Love 69.
Hey, shout out Phoenix Am 2022. Hey, congratulations, Jhancarlos Gonzalez.
Killed it.
Killed it, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out Cowtown. Be looking forward to it every year now. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Let's go. 2022, 2023.
And shout out to everyone for all the love out there. To say, I saw some 9 Club T-shirts out there.
Damn right.
I saw them. I said, "What up?" I said, "Thank you."
What did?
Hell
Sport. I don't know.
That's super
Old
dope.
buddies. Shout out to the
Damn
guy who
true.
gave me Twister.
The game.
Yeah,
The game.
Right. Okay.
Gotta clarify.
Yeah. I mean,
It's a must.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different twister meanings out there.
Not here, dog.
Okay.
One way.
Wow. Hey, Bobby Worrest.
Man.
Bro,
He's still killing it.
Yep.
Yeah.
still killing it. We got a montage here of all of his best stuff in the video, dude.
Oh, this little.
It's a crooked part.
Mm.
See, that point
Pointed her out.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
point didn't help.
You know what's sick on that first one, the first clip, he like I thought he did a half cab nose blunt transfer, but he was fakey ollie over to nose grind 180 out. That's what I thought it was sick. I've never seen that before.
Amazing.
But dude, he has some of the best tray flips and especially
He's
switch
best trays,
trays
for sure.
Flips.
in the game for sure.
Does he have the pow?
He brings back the
He
pow.
definitely does.
Yeah, it's always nice to see Bobby killing it. Flip ins, flip outs.
Yeah, man.
He's a skate rat. That's
Cool,
for sure.
yeah, really cool shit.
And it's fun to see him still
That was
skating
sick as fuck.
Pulaski,
Yeah, I was about to say that.
but it's not like repetitive. Like he's finding new ways to skate the spot.
And that's what I,
you know what
watching
I mean?
this, I thought the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, most of his shit's here, but it's like he's like,
Yeah, finding a different
not,
way to
it's all
use
not
it.
all the same.
No doubt.
Bro, this back tail, back three. Watch this, dude.
He does the 1 foot
His
like all
front
buttery.
foot comes off. Just like a,
I like that
oh
way.
my God.
Yeah, he did that so good.
So good.
But he can't do it on flat ground. Damn.
That was crazy. He whipped that around pretty damn fast.
Definitely.
That dude on the bike was hyped.
Dude, cyclist was stoked.
I love that when you can stoke somebody out that's not even a skater. She's just
Oh,
chilling.
yeah.
You know, it sees the whole like
Process.
You know, if you're going through the battle.
For sure.
Dude, this switchback nose blunt, A's nuts, but like you know he put in work and some heat.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Where
think
is that
he's-
rail again?
Houston.
Houston.
Oh, Houston.
I think he says at the end, he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna throw up."
Yeah, he was going.
And it cuts to the credits.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're really trying to trick and you're going that hard, like, and
Oh,
you're trying
God,
and
yeah.
focusing and like, you ain't even drinking no water. You're just
Yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
That
that
exertion
can
will do-
happen.
Yeah. It'll do a number on you.
He looks so good on his board. I tell you.
He does. That spot looks like smooth as fuck.
That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Just a no slide. Ollie flip.
Dude, yeah, he's been holding it down
I
out
love
there
it.
in DC
I
for a
love
long
it,
time,
bro.
man.
How old is Bobby?
He's probably like, I would say he's like 35, 36.
I was going to say like
Yeah.
mid, late 30s.
Okay.
I think he's a
Damn.
little younger than me.
That back three, bro. Back tail, back. That was beautiful. I love that shit. To me, a back three isn't a back three unless your front foot comes off. I don't know. There's something about that. Fuck.
There's something about being at that spot too. If you guys,
I've never skated there.
It's just like you're in the middle of
Yeah.
the city. It's kind of like a Love Parks feeling, I guess you could say. But like, I don't know. You see like the White House is right there. The Washington Monument's right there. It's just like you're in such like history.
It's such a fun spot.
Such
Yeah.
a fun spot.
One of the landmarks of skateboarding.
Is it
for sure.
ground
sure.
poppy?
Yeah,
For
pop
sure.
definitely.
Good pop.
And when the manual pads, when you're like that one, I mean, no one really skates that
Oh,
much.
the marble. Yeah, it's
But like
sick.
the other one that goes a little bit downhill, like once you get in, you're chilling.
Is it hollow? Is the ground hollow under there? Or is
No.
it pretty
Those
solid?
are like those like it seems like there's like those tile like in place, but
Right.
it might not be. It could
It's
be. a
it's
different
definitely
process.
tile, but it's not.
it's-
It's not like there's. I don't think there's something underneath it.
Like you can't
Yeah.
prop the tiles up to.
You can't
We
prop
can't.
it up.
We used to. I mean, we used to. We propped it up one time. You know, on
Switch
a tour.
tray?
Yeah, back in the day.
Wasn't that in the Yeah Right or something?
I believe it was. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Under MACBA, is there anything under? Is there the parking garage under MACBA?
I feel like Machba has a solid
Something-
ground underneath it.
Yeah, you think so?
There's only a few spots that like I feel like Muni in Philly has that where like there's not something underneath it.
Yeah.
Like there's tiles, but there's not. Like,
And you can feel that.
you could feel that.
sure.
The Durham
Durham,
Courthouse.
I was going to say the Durham Courthouse. It's got that hollow sound.
Yeah.
yeah,
For
like,
sure.
like it. You still get the pop, but it's just a different sound,
Yep.
right? Pulaski, especially the top part where the white tiles are, it's like perfect.
Yeah.
But
VX 1000.
That is VX, huh?
Spent a lot of time with this dude on the road.
Yeah.
oh yeah, you guys really.
Fun times, huh?
Yeah. Fun times.
That's all I got to say about
That's all I got to say about that.
Bobby knows how to have some fun.
that. Good stuff, though. Dude, go watch it. It's a great
Yeah,
part, man. Bobby
definitely.
killed it in that shit. Links in the video description below. STYX STYX Krooked part. Boom.
I would, because these guys are both from the same area, but Bobby and Jack Curtin, I think about those two right now. Still on fire, still doing posting.
Oh my God.
Still getting clips all the time. It's like,
Both Switch gods.
yeah, dude.
And I feel like even Bobby hasn't changed that much. Like Jack hasn't changed.
No,
like he
yeah.
looks like the same dude from 10 years ago, but I don't think Bobby's changed that much.
Bobby
either.
just has more tattoos.
He's got more tattoos. That's true.
But his tricks are just getting even better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Shout out Bobby Worrest.
Shout out.
go watch his
Krooked.
nightclub.
Hey, that's a good thing too.
Yeah,
This nightclub's
that
great.
was a fun episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
Was that a while ago?
Couple years.
Years
Couple
at
years.
least.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff. We've had so many great guests on the show, bro.
Seriously.
We ready? Eldy's pick
Yeah?
of the
Let's go.
week.
I gotta hear this in full stereo sound. Pick of the week. Fucking baby just came out.
That was sent in by DJ T Cuts.
Oh.
Yeah. I think T Cuts is almost. I think he's had the most
Has
so
he?
far. Yeah, I think he's had like 6 or 7 of them.
And like just all different.
All different.
That's so
all
cool.
different, man. Shout out DJ T Cuts. All right, LD. Who do we got? bro?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Our boy.
Chris Haslam.
Oh,
What the fuck?
How sick was that?
See that
Wow.
coming?
Was that a switch dolphin flip
It
out?
was.
I don't. It was
Was
almost
it?
a varial flip
No, that
though.
was
Aerial
dolphin.
flip.
It folded over itself.
You think so?
Wow.
Watch it in slow-mo.
I'm gonna
Let's
watch
see
it in
that
slow-mo.
again. That's a varial flip, huh?
That's what I think.
It's like both. I mean,
It doesn't
both-
go over the top, does it?
Yes, it does.
Yeah,
Slide
it's
over
like
the top.
hard flip.
Slight- I don't know if Chris Haslam.
You don't know if Chris Haslam would do a dolphin
I don't
flip?
think he. I honestly don't think he
one
would.
dude.
That,
No,
that-
in that
One dude.
I don't
In that
think he would.
position, I think he's almost forced to do it like that.
Right.
You know what I'm
and it's
saying?
going down into transition.
I mean, I don't know, nah.
no, I think that switch dolphin.
You think he was
that's a
trying-
dolphin.
Yeah, that was intentional.
Intentional.
It's Chris Haslam.
It's
Did we-
I think so too.
what did the
I don't think
description
so. I
say?
don't think so.
Dude, look at the way he like kicks forward and out.
Yeah.
Switch varial flip, you would just try to go to the side.
exactly.
Let's see.
This was like
Let me look that up.
last minute. I like called Raj and I was like, yo, can I change my shit? This one's way gnarly. They're all gnarly.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been doing. Him and Daewon been doing these crazy ass like
Oh,
transitional manuals to
Yeah.
whatever. It's insane. What are you looking
He
up, Chris?
doesn't. I was seeing if he named it.
Oh.
But he said a new one from yesterday. That's it.
I don't-
What do the
It'd be-
comments say?
DJ Runaway.
Learned a new trick today. Nollie, is that Nollie or is it back when he nose grind? It looks like it was
Yeah,
Nollie.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
back when he nose grind, switch dolphin flip out. It'd be kind of crazy to text and put in your caption, right?
I want a quarter pipe. Insane.
I did see a clip of Felipe Gustavo recently on his story. He did tray flip crook on that like step up ledge. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah, Reddit
Shot a photo.
Yeah.
He's to tray flip nose grind or tray flip crook lands, and then he kick flips, and he turns around and does a switch dolphin flip.
Amazing.
And I was like, wow, you're the only person on this planet that has done those tricks in that order.
That order.
Yeah, but he laughed. But yeah, that's a. I did a switch at the Stoner, switch manual on the stage, switch varial flip out.
And a dolphin.
It looks like a dolphin.
Dolphin.
Flip.
That's what I'm saying though. I don't.
So
That's why I don't.
I would love to ask.
dude, that.
I would love to ask him because nobody in the comments are really.
If it was anybody else, I'd be like, yeah, that was accidental dolphin. This is Chris Haslam.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
feel you on that.
I feel I agree 100%. I don't know though.
I agree
Chris-
100%. I just don't know.
I don't know.
So like out of 200 or out of 105? Maybe?
People are saying, "Oh, switch dolphin?" question mark.
in the
think
comments.
He's
right?
not responding.
Yeah.
to
That
that.
probably makes
Nah.
people talk more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Jeez, if I want to feel good about myself one day, I just go on Chris's Instagram feed. Hey,
mean-
that was rad, Chris. Chris, you the man. Chris,
That would be sick if it was a burial flip.
you're just so dope, Chris.
Dude, but like, to be honest, those are literally the same exact tricks. A switch dolphin flip and a burial flip are the exact same tricks. It's just
Just
The way that
The way it flips.
the
Yeah.
way that it
Yeah.
turns around.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's a shove it in a kickflip.
Let's see if it changes our mind. Well, let's watch it in slow mo one time.
Oh, the
Look at
music.
this, boom. Yeah, well, let's see if it changes our mind with the
I
music.
gotta hear this in full stereo sound.
That's good. Yeah, that's like.
Pick of the week.
Dude, the back foot kind of does some crazy shit. Like, bruh.
Baby just came out.
It kind of does some crazy shit. You made that work, bro.
He did. He definitely worked it out.
He worked that one out.
Isn't that he actually did it? Like he landed it perfect.
Yeah.
That definitely was.
Dude, the
It
back
almost
foot.
doesn't roll. Yeah, it's close. It's close. It's close.
I'm in the same. I'm in
You're
your
in the
team
same.
right there.
Yeah. I'd love to just ask. I'll ask him in the comments. Maybe I'll ask him. Be like, yo, Chris, I need to know. Dolphin? Switch for flip.
Dolphin?
Should I text him?
If it would have been regular, it would have looked way more dolphiny. You know what I'm saying? Like
Dolphiny?
Yeah, like full dolphiny.
A full dolphin, dude. Oh wait, what's okay?
What's his number?
I don't know his
310
number.
62. I don't know.
I don't know if I have his number. I don't have his number.
Well, I'll just leave a comment. Little honorable mention.
Just not that little.
Oh,
Holy shit.
you should have taken it to the
He was
end.
going for days.
Bro.
That was a good amount, bro.
Jared Agnew.
Bro. I was like, saw
Right.
that.
It's
Like,
like
damn, fool.
some Tory,
Yeah.
Carlos Zarazua type shit.
Right?
But like his arms really didn't move.
Dude.
He just chilled.
Like
The way
when
he,
you just chill on it like that, that's what makes it
He
wilder.
pulled,
Yeah.
he pulled
Yeah.
statue for a second. Statue.
hey, the way he got into it reminded me of Rob G.
A little bit.
A little bit of Rob G style. Maybe just the arms. Watch when he
I
gets
could
in, watch
kinda
when he
see
gets
what
into
you're
that.
saying,
Watch
yeah.
right here.
I like in the middle where the ground disappears and you're like,
Yeah, exactly.
Where are you going?
What?
Yeah.
He should have taken it to the end, man.
I saw this because P Rod posted on a story.
Did he?
And he's like, "This must have felt awesome.
Hell
Dude.
yeah.
It's like pleasing to watch, you know." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"But that is
It's a good one.
It's a good one.
Good back tail right there.
who is this?"
This is Jared Agnew.
Jared Agnew. Good job, dog. That was sick.
Hell
Fuck yeah, man. Good shit. Hey, if anybody wants to send in their own pick of the week song, send it to pickoftheweek@the9club.com. MP3 file. That's it. It's got to be your own original music or we're not going to play it on the show. Got to be 100% yours. And just 20, 30 seconds, you know. We don't need a whole CD.
Otherwise,
Symphony.
T-Cuts. Otherwise, T-Cuts is just gonna be doing this the whole time.
I know. I know. But
running it.
yeah, shout out DJ T Cuts, bro.
Dude,
he's in the lead with beats for Eldy's pick of the week, bro.
Hey, you know, I was thinking about something the other day, but I forgot to write it down in the
Okay.
discussion. I thought I'd bring it up.
Go ahead.
So in golf, they have club fittings. So you go hit like an 8-iron in like 5 different types of clubs, like companies. Thought that would be sick if skate shops did that too. Like you go in there and there's like 5 different setups and you can go do a kickflip on 5 different boards and then like with different trucks, heights, da-da-da-da. And then you get to pick which one you like.
There's a fitting for you.
There's a fitting for you. How sick would that be? No?
I mean, if
Kelly
someone
doesn't like it.
no, if someone doesn't know what they want to skate, then maybe, yeah.
Like somebody starting
When you
skating
start
or
skating,
like...
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't know your
I
shapes
think-
when you.
I think there could be kind of something cool about that, but you'd have to just have those 5 setups, and those are the 5 setups that are there, because you can't keep like setting up different, but you know what I mean.
You know.
And have those be the ones that everybody kind of uses and to formulate what is going to work for them.
You have like a low, like maybe it's like 5 companies, like 5 truck companies, 5 whatever,
Yeah.
and it's like low, high, fucking steep, not steep.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, there's so many variables
So
to mix
many. It
is.
to mix in. That's why it's so different. But like, it's a good idea. But it's like, oh, this is a 8.5 with venture highs with this, and this is a whatever with I don't know, like indies. Like,
But I
you
get
know,
what you're
with
saying,
60
because
on the
it'll give
wheels.
you a baseline
Yes.
of where to start, and then from there you can kind of formulate. But when you're coming in blind and you're just like, I don't know, these trucks look cool, this board graphics cool, you don't know what you're getting, and then you like slowly have to build it out. But it's a little bit more difficult when you don't have the means to do that.
But also, if you're coming in blind,
I mean,
you're kind of coming in like you know, it doesn't really matter what you get.
I'm thinking like
Yeah.
maybe even
doesn't
like
really
you know
matter.
how to kick, because I remember like knowing how to kickflip, but like realizing that like a girl deck that didn't have as much concave. Like I remember Tim Gavin. I was like, whoa, I could kickflip like dope on this one. I don't know.
But even
It's
still,
def-
going in blind, like if you're a larger dude and you just see a larger person and you see a graphic that you like, but it's a 775, you're like, well, you don't know, because when you, as to the average person, the difference between a 775 and an 825 really isn't much. But in skateboarders, we know it's a huge difference. So you go into it that way, and then you're stuck. Like that's the one board you get for 2 months.
Right.
You're stuck with that until it breaks, or until you can, afford another one.
I would assume though, at a skate shop, if a larger person came in like that, they would get a bigger board that suits their.
Right, but sometimes kids are stubborn. And
That's
if you have
true.
something for someone to stand on to be
Right.
like, feel the difference. Because looking at it visually, it doesn't look much different. But if you stand on it and feel it, you might actually understand.
I would end up leaning on the actual person that's selling the skateboards too, to be like, hey, can you help guide me? You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Like,
Yeah.
I know you got
No,
some,
for sure.
I know you got an idea of what I should fucking ride.
You're a rational thinker.
Here's the thing
Kids
too.
are stubborn sometimes.
I know.
They
That's
are,
true.
yeah,
That's
bro,
very true.
100%. And the thing is too, weights. Everybody's weight's different, right? So we could have the same exact setup board, same truck. Your board, if you weigh more than me,
Yeah.
it's turning completely
definitely,
different
right, that's
than
true.
I'm turning.
Tighten the truck.
But
I mean,
yeah,
dude,
you can. I'm just saying that there's so many variables.
And the average
so
person's not going to
many.
know that. Oh, okay, I have to tighten the trucks and make it not.
No, but that's what
you know,
comes into.
That's what
And
they,
You definitely got to be intermediate.
Yeah, it would have to be. You'd have to be a
You
little.
can't
bit,
be a newbie coming in and being like, oh well,
No.
I'm going to try a kickflip.
well, you just start skating. I'm trying
Yeah.
to kick on this board. Figure what's right. Like,
Do a tree
like-
flip.
yeah, we have no idea how to kick
Yeah.
with at that point. You know.
As a pro, there was a Rick Howard board that was like, Raj, and that's what I'm talking about. It's like a fun board with like a square, old school board. It's fucking big. And I didn't know about this shit till later. And then I tried it and I was like, whoa, nollie tray flips. I
Yeah.
can fucking do them so good. I did my first ever back tail kickflip on this board.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, damn, it's just dope.
I like it.
I would be dope if I could try that a bunch of boards like that. If I, I don't know.
Dude, for sure.
Were you sponsored at the time?
I was
pro.
So
girl.
you could get as many
I'm
boards
just
as you
saying,
want.
like, I'm just saying, like, someone that is already, there.
Yeah.
Taking the time though too, you know what I mean, to find that would work for you. For me, I like to just set my shit up and go. Like I that's just been me my whole life.
But that's where we go insane, is when we start to find new boards and shit
Yeah.
like that. That's where you go nuts. And
Oh
I,
my
I
God.
went in I had a
That's
year.
where you go nuts.
Dude,
No,
no,
that's-
that is everyone,
I've gone
bro.
nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
That's why I've skated 775s for this whole time.
Right.
yeah.
I mean, recently bumped it up, but I'm skating.
I mean,
curves.
usually if that shit's not working, I'm a fucking snap that shit, or I'm a take it apart and
I mean-
try something else.
Yeah, I rode for KO pretty much my whole career, I would say. I skated, and I realized when I started skating, I can't skate these boards.
Because you're riding them backwards.
You were riding them
I was
backwards.
riding back, but that's
Turn
how,
it around.
But that's how I rode my whole life. I did skate my board that way. But I got a girl board. I skated it backwards, and I found this, like, there was a certain shape, a shape I'm riding right now.
But see,
Wow.
yeah, that's where you get fucked though,
No, but
too, because now you have to find that board over and over and over again.
But that's how everyone is made. This has developed their tricks in a certain way, where you put your foot in the pocket, and that's just the way. Like, if you get on a board and you try to heel flip, and like Chico,
Yeah.
gets a board and all heel, it doesn't work. It's like, dude, fuck this board, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
I used
mean?
to do the same thing with Alien Workshop boards. They were so steep. I loved them.
Yeah.
I would put chocolate stickers on the bottom of them. I would go trade them in, get my little Alien Workshop chocolate stickers. Sorry, Rick. This is what I did. But I love the steepness of them.
They were
So
steep.
good.
Yeah.
I trip on those skaters who could jump on any board and just do
Whatever.
shit that looks like they're on their own board.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck.
That's
That's gnarly.
Evan Smith. I feel
There's,
like
there's a lot of those dudes that can do that. For
he
sure.
was skated half his part on his homie's boards.
Wes Kramer, it seems like he could do some shit like that.
Yeah.
You know?
There's those guys. I think Costin too.
Frosty
He could
can
probably
definitely
just
do
jump
some
on
shit
any
like
board
that,
and
for
do
sure.
shit.
But
That takes some that's some like raw talent, you know.
Number P Rod. What did he say? He had a certain shape that he takes like the
It's
fourth
like the
deck.
eighth or fourth. Yeah, it's in the stack every time. That same one down.
That's amazing. Too.
Like you
like
know it
flat
to
or
where
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a certain shape and it's a certain number in the stack.
in the press.
In the press.
In the press. Yep.
So
That's
don't think that I'm nuts.
And you
I
can't-
am nuts.
You know that.
Yeah. But it's like a
And P Rod will know if was not press 4, that was press 5, he'll know
right.
for sure.
But that's a privilege that professional skaters have. Not every kid going into a skate shop has that privilege. So
Yeah.
having some options would be.
They can't go in and ask for press 4?
I mean, they could, but they might get laughed at.
What say that again?
Yeah, excuse me.
well, dude.
Definitely a privilege.
Yeah.
But, once you reach a certain level, that privilege is well earned.
You can get a dwindle
Right.
board and it's all single deck press.
Oh, are they?
So they're all the same.
Oh.
Wow.
I want to say something about Mob grip tape. It's the grippiest. It's my favorite grip tape. On the back of them, there's a number, and there's 1 through 6. And once I started working there, I was like, wow, people really asked for this. I'll get people hit me up like, hey, can you send me a box of just the ones? Yeah, like it'll have a 1 on the back. And I'm like, can I get the ones? That's the best one. I'm like, what the hell? And I look, I was like, oh, there's some ones. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That has nothing to do with the grit or whatever it is at all with the grip tape. That is just like what machine it was printed on. Like so
Right.
they know where the machine, like it's all the same grip,
Yeah.
but where it got cut in a certain machine or something like that. That's it.
Yep.
So it's like,
You're not going to change people's minds. They're still going to be like,
Give me the one.
but that's
yeah,
crazy,
I
right?
want the one.
No, but I've said that to people, and then they're like, "Oh, wow," like being that like obsessed about it,
For sure.
and then be like, "Oh, wow."
Well, it's the same thing with like blue tops, yellow
Yeah.
tops, orange tops. It's like some argument that it doesn't do anything.
No,
but there's
it's
some
all your
arguments that it's the different color is a different stiffness, stiffens the wood
Lighter.
differently, lighter,
Yeah.
different things like that.
It's all in the mind, I think, in that sense. Like, you just looking down, if it's a purple fucking top, it's a purple top. The wood, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's just me. I can't overthink it like that. Otherwise, you're going to turn into a fucking maniac.
So you would
know
skate
what
any type of top?
I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not that I would probably choose the green or the purple. That's
Okay.
just me. But at the end of the day, I'll skate a red top. I'll skate a fucking whatever's provided for me there at the moment. I'll take it.
But it's also how looking down at it and what you like to see as well.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, so whatever's
Yeah.
pleasing to the eye and that's what satisfies you riding your skateboard when you're looking down, then fuck.
Because I think like a fully dipped board looks cool when you're looking down at it, but it's the wackest shit to
Till
skate.
it gets scratched
It's the
and shit.
wackest. I hated
sure.
it.
Yeah, you land
doubt.
upside down one time.
Oh,
and
dude.
wow,
Yeah.
weird.
It's just
Yeah,
all
chipping on the
yeah.
top. Yeah, that's
It's so
definitely-
fucked up after a day.
I mean, imagine being a kid and you get like this purple top board and you have the best day in your life on this thing.
True.
You're gonna be like,
Oh.
I
It's
want
a
a purple top.
psychological
I want a
thing
purple
for
top.
sure.
There you go.
I want to skate
Yeah.
that.
I just
If
had
I've-
the best day ever. I need that same board.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
If I
then
have a good day, I'm trying to replicate everything I did
Yeah,
that
where
day.
are
I'm
my
like,
Yeah.
what did I have
my
for
socks?
breakfast?
Where are my socks?
I took a shit at 8:45. Okay, I'm gonna do the same shit.
Yeah, and then the next time you get the same exact board, but it's a yellow top, and you have the worst day in your life, and you're like, dude, yellow tops, they're the fucking worst. Like it's just it's amazing how that works, right?
But your body might not have been working that day.
It-
You know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
for
But
sure.
no,
Oh,
it's that
dude.
fucking board's fault.
Go to Andrew Huberman's episode; he'll tell you all about
There
that. You know what I
There
mean?
go. Gravity also. The gravitational
yeah.
pull. Sometimes I feel heavy. One day I'm like, why can't I jump that high? It's
true.
I don't think Tiago has that problem, but I blame it on the gravity of
Yeah,
the
Tiago's the
earth.
last person that has that
You
problem.
know,
Dude,
skater problems.
Skater problems.
Got a
Yeah,
lot of them.
yeah, yeah. Well, I think everybody's got their little, Andrew Reynolds with the tap of the board. There's a
Yeah.
wheel spin.
Yeah.
Remember in Spain, there was a big thing about they would kick their trucks down when they would hold their board and they'd kick the truck down to
Nigel
like
does
straighten
that.
the truck.
I think
Nigel-
Reynolds does
Nigel
that
does
too.
that a lot.
yeah,
Does he?
a lot of I do that too.
It
Sometimes
was a big thing in Spain, though. That's where I first saw like a lot of people doing it. Was when I went to Spain. I'm like, oh, they kick their trucks.
Well,
It's interesting.
I skate Thunders right now, and like sometimes it'll get stuck in a certain position, like most trucks do. So you just gotta like,
Based on those new bushings. that
yeah,
have
like
in
you just
there?
sometimes they'll just get a little. You just gotta.
Yeah.
I remember Gallant doing that a bunch back in the day, and I was like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Yeah.
Like I don't like, cause I didn't notice any difference, but I don't know. It's people.
I
do.
wouldn't kick my shit. I'll put that thing on the ground and I'll step on it to kind of get it back into position. You know what I mean? Instead of
Right.
kicking it.
Right.
Well, it
Those
was
trucks
like
get wonky.
yeah.
They get
But
wonky.
whatever works for you, you know what I mean? Like run it.
Kino said, "Crob's the only dude I know to blame gravity." It's true. It's true. I'll blame damn near anything, Dubs.
Fucking gravity,
It can't-
dude.
It can't be me.
It's not. It's definitely not
It
me.
can't be me.
Not
It cannot
today.
be
Not
me. It's
today.
everything else but me. You know what I'm saying? So funny.
Just thinking about you, like your heyday when you were like on it, skating the courthouse stage, and you just could like not even get up it, and you're just if that ever happened.
Yeah, it was like
you're like,
gravity.
"Good fucking gravity, dude.
Gravity.
Like you could like barely ollie. Yeah.
Suck me down.
Yeah, it doesn't. Trying to think what you were like back then, skating.
Just like how I am now. What do you mean?
It was funny. I don't know. I saw a clip the other day. Someone posted. I was like, "Damn!" Switch manual to switch turnaround to nose manual.
Oh yeah, somebody posted that.
Yeah,
Amazing.
I've heard-
I'd love to hear that. I'd love to hear that, bro.
It's nice.
The stage was good for that. You're already tucked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's slippy up there.
But every
Turn
time I
right
would
around.
skate with you, it was really rad because you were always like, you were practicing the same trick for the most part. You were like, "Oh, switch manuals, whatever." But there was one little twist that you would throw in every single time. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Gotta spice it up.
Yeah.
Switch manual, pop shove it.
Switch
switch
manuals.
Switch
Switch
manual,
front,
switch
switch-
front show,
switch-
switch manual.
Switch
front.
360 shove too. Right?
Out. Oh, but I'm talking in the middle.
Oh, I forgot the middle's part of it.
That's good times
did a
back
lot of
then.
shit.
Man. Good times, bro.
Can't believe you did all that in handcuffs too.
I,
Wild.
And a studded belt.
the state. Don't forget about the studded belts, Jesus. The stage was fun though. I did like skating it because it was slippy.
Yeah.
So you would hang up and you just slide.
Yeah.
It was like really easy, high thing to get on, but low impact, if that makes sense, right?
The only thing I got you was the effort to get up onto it.
Exactly.
But the effort you got up on, like you realize when you skate other things that are taller that have shitty ground.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, "Oh, this is the worst," because you're sliding and just getting ripped up. That was like you're jumping upstairs and sliding again.
And if you're in fakie manual or something like that, and you're starting to like go back, like when you're going to exit out,
yeah.
and you could fall off.
yeah.
That's definitely
yeah.
a.
I mean, that was scary
Yeah.
when you got to the end.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
yeah. That was.
But it was a weird manual pad because like you would get up, and you'd be crouched. So during a manual, you'd have to stand back up.
Yeah.
It was very
Regain your
weird. You'd have to You'd have to almost do a squat.
Yeah.
It was a good
come back
workout.
up. Yeah.
Solid workout. Dude, people are doing the jump up to like on the platforms to like whatever. That
To hold it.
Yeah, to hold it. Woo, that was a
Man,
workout.
you should have seen my calves back then. calves. Woo. Rocks.
Those calves, huh?
Dude, it's crazy to think about how like trained we were for that thing. I mean, me and you skated a bunch,
Oh, yeah.
but like if you skated that a lot, you were like trained to skate
Yeah.
that thing.
Right.
That was
Dude, I remember going there and not being able to skate that thing. I maybe switch manual, maybe, but I was like, fuck, this is high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I always tell people, well, we were there every weekend.
Right.
Like every weekend we're there skating that thing. So people that just come randomly, like I'd be like, yo, just come here every week, like 3 times a week. You're good.
It's like slightly higher in the table. Slightly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then you're
Little
like
bit.
your average tables, not like your fucking high ones. You know what I mean?
Oh, the mini table style? Yeah. It's a
Well,
little it's a little taller.
little taller.
Yeah.
4 feet taller.
The thing
maybe.
that's scary about the tables were sketchy for manuals just for how short they were.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, because
Like,
you could do that full commit, like, and then hang up and just pitchfork yourself.
Oh,
especially you
you
went to like nose manual, or especially fakie manual or switch
Yeah.
manual, nose manual, you can get smoked.
Definitely.
Yeah. Unless that's why I always sometimes I put the 2 tables together.
Yeah.
So you have a little
Cheat,
big
you
one.
cheating motherfucker, man.
Man, you know you see now. See.
Hey, I don't know, worked out.
God damn it, man. Yeah.
Anyways,
Yep.
Rock hard calves.
Rock hard
You know what I'm
calves.
saying? I did have a.
Soft ass.
Let's just let's just be honest.
Nice.
Hey, really quickly, let's give a shout out to our supporters. We got a lot of supporters here. Shout out Mob Grip Tape. Shout out Santa Cruz. Shout out Ricta Wheels. All NHSFunFactory.com. If you're in the market for a new skateboard, new bearings, new grip tape, wheels, go to NHSFunFactory.com. Enter the code 9Club at checkout. You get 15% off your purchase. Beautiful. Element, which is a tasty electrolyte drink mix, everything you need. Contains science-backed. You already know all this stuff, Dubs. Don't worry about it. Don't
Support
worry
Element.
1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, 60 milligrams of magnesium. No sugar, no coloring, no artificial ingredients, no gluten, no fillers. Eldy, did you know electrolyte deficiency or imbalances can cause headaches, cramps, fatigue, weakness? That's right.
I could see that.
When you sweat, the primary electrolyte loss is sodium. You could lose up to 7 grams per day. When sodium isn't replaced, it's common to experience muscle cramps, fatigue. So go to drinkelement.com, drinklmnt.com/9club, and they're offering you a free Element sample pack.
Perfect.
Get 8 single serving packets for free. Just cover a little bit of shipping.
Hey,
It's good stuff, though.
Yeah, what was that flavor? Like, there was one flavor that really stood out.
I love orange and watermelon.
Yeah, and there was a raspberry too.
There's a raspberry and a citrus.
Yeah.
And I think they have got like a mango chili.
Yeah,
I didn't try that.
habanero one too.
They ain't got grape.
No.
That would
We should request that.
Yeah.
I would actually love that.
That would be awesome.
I want
good.
that purple stuff.
That purple shit. Also, Manscaped. Go to manscaped.com/9club. Get 20% off your purchase, free shipping. Or enter 9Club at checkout. Athletic Greens. Also, Athletic Greens. 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole food source, superfood, and probiotics. Ingredients support your gut health, nervous system, immune system, your energy, recovery, focus, and aging. Visit athleticgreens.com/9club for a free 1-year supply, vitamin D, and 5 free travel packs. Eldy?
I love it.
There you go. athleticgreens.com/9club. All the links for those are in the video description below, or go to our deals and discounts page. We got more stuff up there, but I'm not going to sit here for 20 minutes telling you about all our sponsors. So go do a little investigating. We got a bunch of deals and discounts from some rad companies.
Yes.
So go check them out. Viore, got Viore. Great, like
Super
leisure
comfy.
workout gear, 20% off. Viore.com/9club. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Great stuff. I love it. I wear Viore. I wear the shit all the time. I don't
Yeah,
take it
I
off.
work out in it too. Actually, it's really good.
Do you?
Don't a lot of like yoga? It's usually like it's kind of yoga.
It's kind of yoga,
based.
but it's workout stuff and comfies.
Yeah.
Like these little pants that I have.
Athleisure.
Athleisure.
there it is.
These little
Yeah.
pants that I have. Oh my god! Right when I get home,
How little are they?
they're like little. They're like little. You could see my ass cheeks up at the bottom.
Soft ass. Soft ass.
Soft ass.
Could you imagine walking around the house
No.
just with the bottoms of my ass cheeks
Chaps
hanging
on
out?
and shit. Like, nah, we good,
I
man.
just got these new workout chaps. Dope.
Super dope.
Super dope.
No, but they're comfy, bro. They're like sweatpants, but thin, bro. They're really comfy. Don't sweat in them. Sometimes when you're at home, you wear the sweatpants, you sweat.
Mm-hmm.
No sweating.
Dang.
Yeah, I
Going
get
out here with all this ass double cheeked up on him.
solo.
Trust me, I get up from my
So low.
I get up from my leather chair. It's like rip, yeah,
Ooh,
gotta
nice.
rip the bottom of my ass cheeks.
I'm expecting maybe Charlie to whip something up for us.
I don't have.
Bro.
Tim's not here. I can't pull up.
Can't whip it
Tim!
up.
Shit, bro.
Tiff.
Goodness.
Double cheeked up.
Like, like that one board, that pink board.
Oh, with just a line down
Yeah.
there.
Post
you
for
did have
hours. I
that.
post for hours with that. Try to get the contours correct.
Did you send him like a real photo to work with?
It's three.
on.
It's 3 lines.
Exactly.
You know,
For sure he did.
Yeah,
It's the same
yeah.
color and shit. Pink.
pink.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do like the Nija style shoot. You just sit there with your ass out.
I'm like, hurry up. How long is this gonna take? It's getting cold in here.
Nice big package.
Listen, we're on a roll here. I think we should play some Budget or Buttery.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Is it time?
I think it's time, dude.
Alright.
Let me get my little thing here, bro.
Let me get prepared.
Here we go. Ready?
Warm it up, Dubs.
Warm it up, Dubs.
Let me warm up a little bit.
Here we go.
Hey, here we go. Kelly, should we shorten it?
Not this week.
All right.
We're going
We're there to ride out.
full time, dude.
Here we go.
Yep.
I love the crowd.
Oh yeah.
What do you think? 50. The percentage wise, as far as what's going to be Buttery versus what's going to be Budget. What are you thinking?
Well, he kind of knows,
Yeah, you pick
but
the
you
list.
look at him.
Let's let the intro play out a little bit. Brew. Love that shit. Good question. I don't know
40%.
because actually sometimes you surprise me.
Yeah.
Ping pong surprised me on that
Ping
one.
pong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was
said
the
it
other one,
was
Steve?
budget?
That shit was Budget, yeah.
I don't remember.
What was the other one we were?
Apple cider?
Apple
I mean, that was the
cider.
main one. Yeah.
Apple cider.
Where I disappointed everybody.
Warm hot apple cider or whatever it was.
Oh, we didn't even talk to you after the show.
Yeah,
It was
I
weird.
just left.
We
I just kept my head down. I left.
We opened the door. We're like, "Hey, see you, Dubs."
I didn't shake no one's head. I just left.
It was crazy. Well, a nightclub out of context caught all of our reactions when you said
Yes.
that too. Just posted each still. That was amazing.
Kind of like the reaction of everybody at the Oscars,
Oscars.
recently. Everybody's reaction
Yeah.
was pretty priceless.
Right,
No,
right.
it's not really.
Same with yours.
I mean, when somebody gets smacked on stage, it's pretty shocking.
Ain't nobody above getting a taste smacked out of their mouth.
Chris Rock's
not
like a
like that.
60-year-old man. You know what I'm saying? He's
So
a senior
Will Smith.
citizen. He's a senior
He
citizen,
took it,
bro.
but he took it well.
Can I ask you something real quick?
Yeah,
You got a tough chin.
Was that Budget or Buttery?
that was Budget.
It was it.
I'm not gonna give Will Smith that. He should have been slapped somebody. He should have been slapped somebody, and it shouldn't have been Chris Rock.
Yeah, that's. I don't want to get too far into this, but
Yeah.
Oh, I
like,
wish we would.
I mean, maybe we could, but
I
I
mean-
I felt like he was the wrong person to slap.
Definitely.
he didn't deserve that. But
Nah.
some people, with what he's been dealing with,
exactly.
he needed to let that out, and
Yeah.
he
Snapped, and Chris
did.
Rock just happened to be
Right.
the straw that broke the camel's back.
No doubt.
Yeah.
And sometimes you got to smack a nigga in the mouth to let him know this. I'm still a nigga from Philly.
Yeah, I mean, look, this is the first time he showed his ass, and he showed it on the Oscars.
like front stage,
Well,
dude.
and then,
gnarly.
and then talked after.
Yeah.
It wasn't just
I
the
know.
smack.
He won,
fucking,
and then talked.
And then
Yeah.
went and danced with the Oscar at a party afterwards.
Yeah.
Singing fucking Miami song. He fucking, that
But
shit
I
was
think
crazy.
I think what I'm just hearing too, the people at the Oscars said you leave, and he said nah.
Oh.
no.
Well, that was his
Yeah.
first win,
I mean,
too,
he knew
right?
he was gonna win. Yeah, the
Yeah.
only reason he
First
was there
win.
is because he was winning. So, yeah.
I know what you're saying. Like, I just feel I was proud of him for standing up for himself, but I felt like that wasn't the right
Nah,
place.
he was fucking laughing, bro.
Yeah.
He was laughing.
2 seconds
And then he
before.
looked over at the wifey, and
Yeah.
whatever she fucking gave him the eye or whatever the case, he just got up like a fucking robot and got up there and like
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
You
didn't
know
show
what I'm saying?
they didn't show them interact right there, did they?
No.
Nah, it
You
was
see
immediately
her-
after.
you
She
see
was-
her-
Look at,
like,
look at
go
Michael
like crazy.
Rappaport's fucking little post on it because he has the reverse side of. So you see Jada Pinkett like laughing after the fact. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, I don't know.
But
After
Will Smith talks about in his book, like he uses like laughter when he's nervous or when there's like a moment of uncomfortability too. So like Will Smith, the character that we know, ain't Will Smith the person, and Will
No.
Smith the person is what came out.
For sure,
Yeah.
for sure. But I mean, he's never showed himself like that, so it's almost acceptable, and people are accepting that shit. So I think it was a little left field, but whatever. I say budget,
Yeah, I mean,
straight up.
all good.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
he's a comedian, bro. And now comedians
Right.
got to worry about some shit like this. Like, no, they
I
shouldn't
mean,
have to
if
worry
you're a
about that.
comedian and then a comedian makes a joke about,
And it wasn't even
something.
that gnarly. Like,
Yeah.
if we really want to break it down,
It wasn't gnarly, but his wife has health issues.
Yeah,
and she's
and
been
he-
publicly like.
And he knew about it. Chris Rock put a statement out. He knew about it because he's not gonna press charges. He put a statement out because he did, I think, some like ad or something supporting that disease.
Yeah.
So he like fully.
Like he did a full movie called Good Hair. Like he knows all
He
about. this
knows
stuff,
all about
but
it.
also, Chris Rock didn't write the joke. He wasn't a writer, so he read a joke that someone else wrote and suffered the repercussions. There's consequences and repercussions to everything.
Yeah.
And he knew it was distasteful. He knows how black women are about their hair. Will Smith, it was the wrong night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, look, he could have handled that differently.
Totally.
Yeah.
He could have done
Absolutely.
that after the fact. And I'm not saying that he shouldn't have said nothing. Wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
totally.
what I'm saying? Now, I mean, like-
Unfortunately, he was right
And-
there at the biggest stage.
Dude,
Holy
psycho.
And Chris Rock was the best thing he could have
Yeah.
said was that Will Smith just smacked the shit out of
Yeah.
me. That was literally the best thing he could have ever said.
And I saw on TikTok immediately after all of his shows sold out.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
And they sold more tickets within like a 3-hour period than they had sold the whole first
Yeah.
leg of his tour.
Amazing.
Which that just shows you how shit works these days.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, of course.
and then people want to see, was that set up? Like, yeah. I mean, I don't know about that shit being set up, but
Imagine what the material that Chris Rock's gonna have going on to his
Exactly.
trip, on his next tour.
I heard something stupid that like Pfizer has a drug coming out to help that disease, so it was all a setup.
wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I mean,
I don't know. I don't know how you
People-
set something like that
Yeah,
up. It's
nah,
and then
crazy.
yelling profanities
Yeah.
inside when you're sitting down. Like, dude,
I mean, look,
that's
he's
gnarly.
Will Smith's a great actor. If he pulled that off like that and really, I mean, man,
he's a great actor,
straight up.
but
Come up on stage and smack the shit out of me. I don't know. It's-
Again, he pimped his stuff. After he did that,
He walked like he walked Wild Wild West and shit off that bitch.
and,
Like,
and
boom,
if you
boom,
peep,
boom.
like there was a slight smirk. You know,
Yeah.
slight
It felt,
smirk.
Yeah.
Because you know when you're in those moments and like you get some of that out, like it feels
Yeah, just walked
like
up.
because that's
After,
I'm
bro.
especially like I can only imagine that was like the 1% of like what he's been getting for the past year, like since the entanglement shit and all that with like
Okay.
so everything on the internet, like people can say whatever they want and they don't get smacked in the mouth.
Yeah,
I know,
and to
right?
finally be able to smack somebody
he's
in the
human.
mouth.
He's human.
Yeah.
I just
That's
bad,
where I was
bad,
like,
bad taste in time.
that's where I was thinking. I was like,
Yeah.
someone else deserves that slap. And
Of course,
you
yeah.
know what I
I'm
mean?
not condoning doing that on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Oscars.
yeah.
You got all these people watching and all that, but like,
It's
lets
crazy.
you know, people can still get popped in the mouth.
Yeah.
I like raw comedy. At the end of the day, I like raw comedy. You got to be able to be comfortable in your own skin. And I know Jada Pinkett is comfortable in her own skin. She said that shit.
Yeah.
She basically said, like, I have this shit and I'm happy with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, again, bad timing. You know what I'm saying? Like, sorry that happened to you, Chris Rock, but obviously
Chris got
you're gonna
rocked.
benefit from it. Obviously, it's gonna work out for you.
Then the Shrimp Daddy edit. You guys see the Shrimp Daddy edit?
oh, it's so good.
That was
So good.
because people were like text or like posting, "Where's the Shrimp Daddy edit?"
Yeah.
Where? And then I was like, "Dude, how is he gonna live up to this one?"
Dude, and
He's
how
gotta-
did, and he did.
He killed it.
I don't understand how
it?
he. Huh?
What was? I didn't see.
Oh, you
it.
didn't see it?
Could we play
at
it
that
somehow?
I can't. I don't. We don't have. Tim's not here. We don't have the capability. But it's just like a movie trailer of like coming this fall. Like, and it's like Chris is like on the emergency and he pop. He
When he
it's the whole
smacks him,
thing.
when
It's
he
like
smacks
hard to.
him, he's like dead, and he goes to. He's like, "Welcome to
Yeah.
heaven." It's like he did. He like.
He pulled from every movie.
yeah,
basically.
It's like
Good.
incredible.
It
Dude.
was
So,
great.
Yeah, I saw one on TikTok where they did the deep fake of the Charlie Murphy True Hollywood Story
Yes,
of Rick
that
James.
shit was good. They put the
That
fake
was
faces
so
on them. Yeah,
good because it matched up so perfectly.
did.
I don't know how Shrimp Daddy does it, dude. That's like hours of like pulling clips and like looking
yeah.
through movies and
like coming up with an idea,
storyline. Yeah,
and like that quick. It was like a day and a half later.
at least
2 days,
That's
maybe?
2 days
crazy.
later. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to dig and shuffle through all the
Yeah.
film and like fuck. That's
Unless
crazy.
you know what's funny, he has worked with Will Smith before.
Yeah.
So maybe
I thought
Will
he
told him he was going to do it. Just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Doesn't he work for Will Smith's production company or something?
I don't know. I just know
Maybe he's like, because Will Smith posted a bunch of shit on his Instagram that Shrimp Daddy did.
I'm assuming he's probably like just freelance in
Yeah,
some way with him.
yeah.
Like I think Will Smith probably saw his videos. Like, yo, we gotta do something.
Totally.
That's just the way I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so sidebar. Now that you're here, I want to hear everybody else's opinion on whether that was budget or buttery.
Oh, I thought that was buttery as hell.
Man, there's so many ways I'm
Don't
looking at
overthink it.
Yeah.
Just first instinct.
Buttery.
My dog.
You know what? It made,
Don't overthink it.
I'm not overthinking it, but like Will Smith was like my favorite, like Bad Boys' favorite movie. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Every episode, I know damn fucking the words to some of them, so it just made me feel weird because I was like, whoa. But I think it's buttery.
I thought it was pretty budget.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty budget.
Yeah.
I see the budgetness of it.
Yeah.
Totally.
1,000,000,000%.
Yeah. I
You
know
don't do that right there.
I feel like
He's a
I
fucking
know.
comedian, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like now, comedians have to look out for themselves by what they say. It's like, nah, dude.
No,
Comedians should
I
be
don't
able to.
think- no, this
comedians
was a-
should be able to say what the fuck they want on that
No,
stage.
this was an exception, not the rule. So you can't put it into that category of comedians got to watch what they say. This was a moment where that was the straw that broke the camel's back. This is not something that's a regular occurrence, especially for someone like Will Smith. But for somebody who's been going through this shit for the past year, especially after all the ridicule he's been getting online and all the shit that's been talked about his wife and their open relationship and all that, again, watch what you say because you never know what somebody might be going through. It just happened to be that moment at that night where I got time today, cuz, and he smacked the shit out of him.
Yeah.
That's it. It's a moment that shouldn't have happened the way it happened. I agree. I'm not condoning that, but you got to watch what you say sometimes because there are consequences and repercussions to your actions.
If you
and
keep
people
poking at
forget
it,
that
yeah.
sometimes.
You keep poking at it, dude, someone's gonna burst, bro.
It's it.
I feel you on that.
Yeah.
It was just the wrong. He was the wrong individual. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like if he would have said something like terrible, that shit was not terrible to me. Again, because she's a strong
To
woman.
you, though. But
Yes, that's true. Look, we can go back and forth on this.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, let's continue on budget or Buttery.
It's all right. It's a good topic to talk about.
Yeah.
It's important. I mean, it's culture.
sure.
It was this week. Like,
No doubt.
yeah.
It was budget that it was had to be Chris Rock and on that
Why?
platform.
Everybody hates Chris.
I don't know.
I never watched that show. I watched all of his comedy specials, but I missed that show.
Anyways,
So number one is budget. I mean, going back, I never know what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. I'll pick something, and maybe I'll be. I think it's probably think this, but some of these I have no idea, bro. Like number one, pogo stick.
Damn, my wife just brought this shit up the other day. I'm gonna say they're buttery just because
Hell
it's a cool little thing. You know what I'm saying? I was about to say that shit was budget, but it's a cool little activity. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
Have you seen them like them crazy ones people be doing backflips?
Bro.
and shit?
I just saw
yeah.
that. Yeah.
So wild.
I think
Super
I posted
wild.
one on the experience, I think, maybe. Did you see that?
Maybe that's where I saw it.
Off the roof and stuff.
Well,
Because
Jaws-
I reposted
That's
Jaws
what it
reposted.
was. I saw
Jaws
that, yeah,
and
yeah.
Andy Mack. Isn't Andy Mack like crazy with the pogo
I think he
sticks?
loves pogo sticks.
Yeah, wasn't he sponsored by them or something?
Girl had a
That's
pogo
a-
stick skit.
Wasn't it with
Yes,
him?
We did with Lance Mountain.
The one you posted?
No. With Lance Mountain.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was the
the
first
Andy
girl
Mack?
video.
Goldfish.
Yeah.
Oh, it was with Lance Mountain.
Yeah.
Damn, I don't know if I've ever. Maybe I've done it. Have you guys done?
You've never jumped on a pogo
As a
stick?
kid, yeah, as a kid.
Yeah.
I had
don't
one
know.
as an adult. Shit is fun as hell.
Was there ever one at
Beebles?
Beebles Park? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
With the unicycle, that. Yeah.
I just remember the unicycle.
Yeah.
I
All
remember
right,
that.
so budget. No, Buttery.
Yeah, it's Buttery.
Buttery.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
pogo stick.
Yeah.
What about number two, double kick flips? Double flips.
I do those shits occasionally, and I'm gonna say that they're buttery.
Okay. Okay.
I wouldn't.
See,
I wouldn't go
would've
and be
thought
like,
it was
I'm gonna be
budget.
filming just to do a double flip and fuck
Right.
around and do it. Oh yeah, butter.
See, there, I would have thought you would have maybe
You said budget? No.
Yeah.
Look, it's a
Yeah,
skateboard,
it's a skateboard trick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Billy
straight
Marks
up.
made a whole career off of it.
Well,
no
it
doubt.
Rick
doesn't matter
Howard.
though.
I know what you mean though. I know what you mean. There's
To
ways
you,
that
I mean, to
would've-
me, they're budget. I don't
Yeah.
like double flips.
Yeah. I do those, and I'll take people out on like game of skate with
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah.
You could pimp them out somehow, dude. If you could flip it fast and catch it,
Right.
like, dude, Kerry Getz
Yeah.
had
yeah,
really
yeah.
good double flips.
For sure.
Right.
There's the one that
There's an exception to the rule. When Kerry gets, he does a double flip,
Yeah.
all good.
Rick Howard.
Oh, yeah.
Great
Yeah.
double flip.
the one he does over the Luke Kane gap, or whatever they called it,
No
or
doubt.
what was that gap called?
That's the
don't
Van
know.
Owen bump.
Van Owen bump.
Van Owen.
Oh yeah, he did a couple. He did a couple of them.
Dude, there's one in Modus that Mark Johnson does in that run,
Dude, he has
Yeah.
such a good one.
and like I remember, like that's when I thought double flips were whack,
Mm-hmm.
and then he did it, and I was like, whoa.
With the craziest flick.
Yeah, but it was like buttery, and he was like cruising to the like whatever. And I was like, that looked kind of cool. Like it's funny how some people can make a trick look buttery,
Right.
and some people can make a trick look budget.
Straight up. And I'm going to correct and go off of like, I do that trick and have fun with it. I don't do that trick and go film with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that Rick Howard, fucking hands down, buttery as fuck. But I wouldn't go film a double flip in a video part. I wouldn't. That's just me. But I respect that people that do that shit and they do it proper all fucking day.
Right.
Dude, real quick I'm on an LRG trip filming for Give Me My Money Chico. There's this spot in San Francisco called Sneath Ditch. It's a bunch of people skate there, and it's a really steep bank there. And I went back 2 days in a row to try to double flip to fakie on this thing. And I know that like people were like, yo, what the fuck? Why? And I just had this thing. I'm like, yo, I want to do it this one way.
Yep.
And if I do it this way, I'll be super hyped. And I did it. And it's one of my favorite clips I've ever filmed.
Boom.
Yeah.
you go.
So then you're Buttery on double flips too?
No, I just like the way it felt good. Like I knew I could do it this one way.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like it's not I was happy doing it. I don't care if anyone else doesn't like it.
Right.
It was like, it felt the way I wanted it to look.
Right.
If that makes
Yeah.
any
Yep,
sense.
makes sense.
So,
Okay.
I don't know. Anyways.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
Well, because he said he didn't film it, and
Yeah.
I always usually think the same way, but
Right.
one time I did.
Yep.
Yeah. Not a fan. Number 3, Heelys.
Budget.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I
wife
thought you
tried to
might
tried to bring those up to get my son something. I was like, nope.
with that.
What the? Nope.
Dude, I did that thing last year at the Staples Hubba when I grinded it on the Heelys.
Mm-hmm.
You see that?
Oh, yeah.
If you've tried riding those
They're
things,
gnarly.
it is kind of sketchy.
Yeah.
If you just tried them on, don't
Because
try
we're
it.
used to
Yeah.
walking.
Yes. But like when you, I know, but like kids, when you see kids just kind of run, it's like, dude,
Running
you're like,
like
yo,
Yeah.
Funny.
like you're like, that does take some sort of like,
Right, little
Gotta have
skill.
coordination.
Yeah.
Strong shin splints.
Yeah,
Right,
it's really
right.
weird. But
Okay.
That is a shin splint.
So-
no doubt.
Budget.
Budget.
Okay.
I almost want to say super budget.
Super
I'm gonna
budget.
just
Okay, straight up, straight up. What about number 4, all camo outfit?
budget.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's acceptable in certain. Okay, you
Well, you're in the
guys
Army?
Paintball.
You're paintballing, boom.
Yeah,
you know
Army.
what I mean?
Who
It's
you hiding
acceptable.
from?
Yeah, out in the wild like normal. No,
No.
No.
Like going to Starbucks in your camo.
no,
Hmm.
no.
camo
Okay.
tee, camo pants.
Yeah.
But if they are in like serving in the military and all that, shit, salute to you. You know what I mean?
No, we're just talking about
yeah. but
outfits.
Other than that, no.
Talking
That
about
shit is
outfit.
super budget.
What about number 5, shell necklace, like puka shell?
I used to wear those, so
Oh,
I'm
yeah?
gonna say Buttery. When I was 16, I probably had a couple flicks.
You had a
couple
with the puka
picture
shell?
with the
Oh,
puka
yeah.
shell shit on.
I
Yeah.
did not.
Wow.
Did not expect that one. From
I
you guys.
totally-
I'm
yeah.
not gonna say it's budget because I repped. I used to do that. So. Buttery.
You gotta pull those photos up.
I'll show you right now.
Yeah, right.
You can go to my
Yeah.
page and I'll show you the picture real quick just so we have a reference.
I would have thought he was said budget.
Me
Yeah,
too.
see?
Yeah.
Me too.
He-
See?
he
That's when
gets me.
Costin was at the courthouse. He was trying to
Okay.
measure my whatever I was doing at the time. Right here.
You got it?
I got the puka shell shit right.
Oh yeah, the black puka shells.
Oh, you got a black. Oh, you got the black puka shell. Oh, you got black puka.
I guess that makes sense. I was picturing
Okay.
you with like
The
The
white-
white.
Yeah.
puka shell necklace.
You see the dude with the collared shirt on with the white
Yeah.
puka shell.
That's
or the
kinda
tank
more
top.
of
Can't
like
zoom in
a
on that thing. but
Rastafari
yeah,
and kind of.
Yeah, that's not really puka, but they were
Yeah.
shells.
They were shells.
Okay.
Yeah.
Buttery.
Buttery. Now they're not buttery. I wouldn't wear that now.
You wouldn't. If I got you a
Then,
puka shell necklace, you
yeah.
wouldn't.
Were they
wear it.
puka
Yeah.
shells?
There was. I'm pretty sure that they were
What's puka
shells.
shells?
I don't know if they were puka, but I'm pretty sure they were.
Might have been 1 or 2 puka shells.
Yeah,
in
there
it.
could
couple-
have been a few on
couple
there.
pukas.
Yeah,
You're playing puka-boo.
What about number 6, boomerangs?
buttery.
Oh,
Was
Little
so-
mechanism that comes right back to you. That's kind
Yeah.
of cool,
That
right?
That is so random.
Hella cool.
Just
Yeah.
about boomerangs.
It's probably all in the throw,
People
though.
wanna
How
know.
you throw those
Oh,
things.
for
and how it
sure.
could come back.
well,
to
it's the
you.
wooden ones that are dangerous. You got to be on like a football field.
Oh, because
do
they go
that.
so far.
I mean, you got to whip those things. bro.
right.
And you're supposed to throw them up and down, not side to side.
Oh.
like that.
I know,
That's
here
how
I'm
they
going
actually
like
come
this.
back. Yeah.
But imagine the guy that figures that out.
Yeah.
Like when?
Like, how did you come to that point?
Yeah, because they're used for
Formulas and shit.
hunting, right? In the back in the
What?
day.
You could throw that at somebody?
Like,
Well,
it
they're-
comes right
At a bird or some shit?
Yeah, they were used for hunting. I think. I believe.
Oh, because if it
I
doesn't
didn't
hit
know
them,
that.
it comes back.
Right.
I didn't know
He
that.
had no friends.
Or it was just a mechanism that they built that was good for throw. I mean, you get hit by one of those, you're gonna you get hurt.
a lot of trial and error. Like, let me carve it a
Yeah,
little
but how
bit
do you
more.
catch that
Yeah.
thing?
What do you mean?
It comes back. It comes in
Very
hot.
carefully.
I don't think you
That you can.
You'd be like,
It loses a bit of momentum as it comes back.
Still though, let it hit the ground. You know?
he had some gloves on.
They make
But you get the little
Roomerang.
Nerf ones. You
Yeah,
can
the
really do in your room.
Roomerang.
Yeah. But buttery.
Buttery.
Okay, like the
I
the
like that.
boomerang.
That's fun.
Okay. What about number 7? Shaving your armpits.
Like if you're a girl or a
Oh,
man.
shaving your armpits.
Okay, yeah. If you're a girl, that's buttery. If you're a guy, that's budget as fuck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Why?
Uh-huh.
Because I just think that would be uncomfortable. Like in like that hair coming in after the fact. I just couldn't, especially if you've never done that. It's
Yeah.
gonna be
Yeah.
there's gonna be a process to this.
And if
Yeah.
you do it, try it with a Manscaped.
What
I
about?
mean, well, I've
well,
done that to trim.
Yeah, I've
But
done trim on with the Manscaped for sure.
I got my
Not
armpit
trim.
tattooed, and you had to shave it.
Okay.
Oh,
And growing back and healing a tattoo at the same time is like the
Ooh.
most uncomfortable. And you can't put deodorant on.
oh yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
it's the worst shit ever.
Yeah.
What?
But that's the thing, though.
It's funny.
What Steez just said, though, is nailing. Is it?
tattoo and the goddamn armpit.
That shit
over our heads.
would
Did you get a
hurt
tattoo of a
so
hand here?
bad.
So you could
No,
do
I
that
got a
fart
pink. I got a
fucking-
pink dollar sign.
Oh, pink dollar sign. Shaving or trimming.
Trimming is fine.
Right.
If your shit's getting a little extra, then give it a little trim. Yeah. But shaving.
Shaving.
I mean,
Like, I'm going to get the Bic razor out. And
yeah,
do
that's
the whole
budget.
shave.
Uncomfortable.
Okay.
Would
Yeah,
never
so
do that
uncomfortable.
unless I absolutely had to, which I don't know why I would have to.
Right. What about number 8? Potato skins.
Buttery.
Love
Just
potato
had a
skins.
conversation with the bros in a group chat about the TGI Fridays.
Oh, so good.
Ooh,
Bomb.
yeah, those
Yeah.
were good, man.
Yeah, never had those.
good.
I mean, are they TGI Fridays still around?
Midwest delicacy, baby.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, they're
Well,
not no more.
That's not
in
the blooming
valley.
onion. Is
No,
it?
that's Outback Steakhouse.
Outback.
Outback,
Yeah.
That shit bomb.
I get them confused, like TGI Friday, Red Robin. All
I mean,
those,
they're all kind of
Chili's, they're all
chili,
kind of the
exactly.
same.
Yeah, and they're same.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
like it's not classy. Like Applebee's is in there too. Like not classy, but like it's not fast food. It's that like middle
You
ground.
sit down and still have a good time.
Yeah,
It's like bar food, but like
Yeah.
actually a little elevated.
Yeah.
if they got over like 15 things on the item, you're probably at an Applebee's or a TGI Friday.
yeah.
Something there for everybody.
Appetizer
Yeah,
sampler. You know,
Yeah. Right.
a couple
Sampler.
pints.
You can find
Yeah.
something.
Could come on the plate with like on lettuce leaves. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everybody's dipping in the same. Oh, it's a whole thing. Okay. Number 9, using dispose. I don't know if we've done this or not, but I don't think we had. Using dispose. It's hard for me to keep track of all these. I'll tell
Yeah,
you.
no, it's
Using disposable cutlery and paper plates at your home to save. Oh, so you don't have to do dishes.
using them
Using
in general
disposable cutlery and paper plates
All
at
day.
home, so you have no dishes.
all
to
day.
do.
Buttery.
Buttery.
We do that
Okay,
for sure.
got you.
Saves the night sometimes.
Yeah,
Yep.
depends what it is.
It depends.
If I'm having a little bagel or something, paper towel, paper plate.
I mean, look,
good.
that I will just use a paper towel real quick, just on a bagel. Yeah. I'm not gonna just use
a
the
bagel with
plate.
cream cheese. You know, it's
Yeah.
gonna spill maybe
Yeah, I don't know.
How
With a
much
paper
cream
plate,
cheese are you
I want to fill
A
up the
lot.
paper plate.
a lot.
I want to fill up the paper plate if I'm gonna use a paper plate.
Okay,
Yeah.
chips. You put the paper plates, chips on paper plate.
Chips with a with a sandwich and maybe some apples. I don't know, something else to fill the fucking thing up.
Apples.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Dessert.
What, you don't like apples?
I like apples. I'm sorry. I
problem
love
with
it. I love
What's
apples.
the problem with apples?
I love
What's
apples.
going on with apples?
Bro, yeah, straight up. Get the little core. I got the little apple core.
Ooh,
You get the
yeah.
perfect
Bro,
little
you got
slices.
that?
You ever
Yeah.
baked
Perfect.
apple?
Of course.
Baked apple, cinnamon.
I could work with it.
Philippe's.
I could work with it. I could work with it. That just made me think of a fucking McDonald's apple pie for some reason, but not the baked one, the fried ones. They only have those in Europe now.
Oh, I was like, I don't.
You don't ever had. You
I
never
don't know
had
if I've ever had a fried.
They're the best.
I've never had that either. Fried apple pie from McDonald's.
I've only known about the baked ones.
Bro, well, they used to have these ancient times. Well,
Well,
not
you
long
had to ask
ago.
for it? You did
But
have to
no,
ask
in
for it?
Europe, no. This is how they used to serve them, and they all of a sudden got healthy and they baked them
Healthy apple pie.
from McDonald's.
Healthy McDonald's.
from McDonald's. From McDonald's.
No,
from
I know,
McDonald's.
I know.
But in Europe, they still have them that way, bro. They're so good. You don't sleep on it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's bring it back, dude.
It's been fun.
Bring back the pow.
Bring back. The
Bring
power.
back the
Yeah.
power.
Bring back the pal. This video came out. This guy's good, bro. Daniel DuBois for
Yes.
Madness.
Yes.
This is
It's got a few little clips here from a little montage here.
that was freaking insane.
Man.
This is
He's gnarly.
His name's Fat Dan on Instagram. I don't know if you guys seen him.
Okay.
Wow.
Fat
But
Dan.
I've just seen him on Instagram for a long time. But it's weird, right? You see this dude as Fat Dan for years on Instagram, and then you find out his name is Daniel DuBois. You know what I mean?
DuBois.
Like, yeah. Like
I said DuBois.
I found out what his name was way later.
Right.
But I've been seeing him around. He's been ripping for a long ass time.
Daniel
That's
Dubois.
sick.
There's that spot.
Yeah.
That spot is really the spot right there. That was so sick.
He killed
That
it.
was sick.
Dope, too.
He killed it in this madness part, bro.
Where's
Really
this dude?
good.
Where's the dude from?
He lives in
You
San
know?
Francisco,
Okay.
but I think he was getting skate mental boards for a while, and then this is what I've noticed just
He
watching. But,
landed on madness.
Yeah.
Good company. Bill Weiss.
yeah.
Go on, son.
Bill Weiss. Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Look,
Stoked for him.
that's a sneak ditch I was talking about.
Mm.
Dude, that is gnarly.
Yeah, this guy gets pretty buck, bro.
Yeah, I'm glad I found a.
I was watching this with my son earlier, and he was just like, "Daddy, can you do all this shit?" Or not. He didn't say shit. He was like, "Can you do all this?" And I'm like, "Nah." Daddy's case is a little different.
Daddy skate's a little different.
I tried to be like, "Well, I can do that." Like,
Right,
the
right.
stuff that I couldn't do.
This is his opening trick,
Yeah.
which is like
Not-
which sets the
definitely not
mood.
Were you
You're
watching
like,
it?
okay.
Were you watching it and be like, I can do that?
Nah, I was like, "Nah,
Have you ever
I
met
can't do
someone-
that."
Have you ever met someone like that? That like watches a video and they're like, I can do that.
Oh,
Like, yeah, that's like such little kid shit. So I don't know. I haven't heard anyone doing that for a long time. That'd be kind of funny.
Wow.
Highly recommend going and watching this full video part.
Yes.
Shout out Madness, Daniel Dubois.
Dubois?
Dubois.
Wow.
I think that's how you say it.
That sounds
Yeah.
about right.
so, yeah.
Dubois.
I've been seeing a lot of people skate that at the China banks over into that bank. It
He
looks
did
gnarly.
two tricks
gnarly.
into it. It was pretty rad.
Like front. What do you front side flip into it
Front
too?
side flip.
I saw someone else do that recently too.
I like a little back nose bunch shove. It's cool. It's a cool trick. Brother.
Yeah, that was gnarly.
Yeah, it's good, man. Good video part.
He did that shit fucking
Oh,
proud.
there we go.
There it is, front side flip.
Woo.
Hey, shout out Madness, bro.
Yeah,
Bill
dude.
Weiss out there doing it. Bill Weiss was on our
Yeah.
show, man. Go check out his episode. It's a great episode, man.
He's building an awesome team.
He is.
100%. And he's the dude who rebuilt Blind pretty much
Yeah.
from the ground up. So, good
He's
stuff.
doing a good job over there. Went to a Laker game with him not that long ago, and we were playing the Toronto Raptors, and they fucking stomped the fuck out of us.
Ouch.
The Lakers suck this year. I'm just go ahead and say it.
Wait, did you get that from Rothmeyer?
That was Roth. Wait, no, was that Rothmeyer? No, that was from our buddy, my good old buddy Mel.
Oh, sick.
Good old Mel.
Yeah, the Lakers have gotten their ass kicked a few times recently.
I don't even know if they're gonna make the playoffs, man. I'm kind of really.
Where are they at?
slightly
Like, are
disappointed.
they in 9th right now?
They're in 10th.
They're in 10th.
Yeah.
They slipped down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Links to the videos, all in the description of the video that you're watching right now, is in the description of the video. Yeah. That made sense, right? It's down there.
It is.
It's down there.
It's below
Yeah,
us.
It's
It is.
below, right below us.
Yeah.
Click show more. All the links
Right
to
there.
everything.
Right there.
Right there.
That's
For
right.
you.
That's right.
That was you. Okay. I didn't
Yeah,
know you did that.
let's not.
We didn't do anything.
No.
I got that juicy mouth, boy.
Listen,
What's up, dude? We're listening.
are you listening?
Oh, this is dope.
The Barracks had a cool piece
This was so sick.
on our boy Mikey Taylor, which I thought was rad. I've heard these stories before. Mikey Taylor's been on our show a few times. His first episode was great. He's been on a couple stop and chats after that. But it's just rad to hear all this stuff in one place, you know. Just about how, you know, him going from a skateboarder, saving his money, doing this to getting into investments, and then even hooking up his friends along the way to get in on investments with him to, you know what I mean? Like, so it's called Skater Owned. It was a great piece though. I really enjoyed that.
It was cool when he told his story about how he got into skating, got sponsored, and all this stuff. Watching this footage brought me back, dude.
Yeah, definitely.
I thought it was amazing when he said the person that was financially like or giving him advice, he was like, save your money and live like a poor person. Like just don't spend a lot of money. And I always tripped out back then that I knew at that point, I never knew what anyone was making, and he brought that point up, but I knew he was making money, and because I saw his peers running some nice cars and stuff like that, but he always ran like the hatchback.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I love
Civic.
that
yeah,
shit.
But he was into those cars
like
though.
little race cars and
Yeah.
fixing
He
them up and
was.
shit.
He
Yeah.
was.
He had one that had a roll cage in it.
Yep.
Then he had one that he would drive to the barracks and shit.
Yeah. So he was into that stuff, and he
Yeah.
probably spent some money on that stuff because those things weren't stock.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But that
Not
was
at all.
his passion too. But
I just thought that was cool.
you know,
You could have one thing that you just don't overindulge in, you know what I mean? And like that's your little cool little passion, as long as you're not fucking jumping out the window spending all your money on some shit. You know what I mean?
And he owned a home in fucking, where was he living? Thousand Oaks? at the
Newberry
time?
Park.
Or Newberry Park, yeah. Like he had a crib and stuff. So he was smart with his money for sure.
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Definitely.
But it's also cool to hear, you know, like his parents did not want him to skate. They wanted him to go to college, and the only thing that he could do was try to make money skateboarding to not go to college.
Yeah, to
you know.
negate
And
the
it's-
fact that they, you know, obviously wanted better for him. in
Yeah.
that sense, but they
It's-
didn't know the outcome of how this could all work out. And
It's
nor
so
did-
funny
neither
how
did he.
how that's like the millennial success story for most people of that generation. Like parents wanted me to go to college, they didn't want me to do this. He didn't actually drop out of school, but most people drop out of school
Yeah,
and
totally.
chase and like, well, you got to make money, and it worked out.
Definitely.
Yeah. I mean,
Like really worked out. You know what I mean?
I mean,
These are
he.
rare occasions.
I think that was one of his main drivers, was that he had to not go to college. He had to make money doing this. I mean, it takes a lot of balls at a young age to tell your sponsors, like, "Hey, I can keep doing this if you pay me. If you don't,
Yeah.
I got to quit and go to college." And he
That's-
said some of his sponsors didn't do it. They were like, "No," and then he he skated for Santa Cruz, who paid him a little bit of money, and some other company, maybe a shoe
Duff's.
company, Duff's.
Duff's in Santa
Remember that?
That was in
Cruz.
Santa
yeah, but like
Cruz.
you can't be giving no company no ultimatum on some real shit.
I'm
Like,
just saying, it-
I know that
It
his
worked in
perspective
his
for
favor.
him, like it definitely worked for him. I'm not saying it didn't, but like in the big scheme of things, it's a very risky move to do.
Absolutely. He
You
bet
know
on
what I'm saying?
himself, though.
Well,
For
That's-
sure.
Yeah.
And,
At
it,
that
and it
point-
worked out.
At that point too, I think he knew his worth to an extent that he
Yeah.
could do that, and he had been around for a little bit
Totally.
with those people to say that.
Right.
Yeah.
So that I think if it was like just got like he was flow, he just got
Yeah.
flow, be like, hey, I want to do this. Like, what's up? Like, I think he
Pull-
built a
pull a
rapport
force
with
that
him.
way.
He knew his value, even though the value of like skateboarding at that, I'm gonna say at that time is still being like kind of determined. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like,
Right.
and I big him up for that. Real talk. I think he did a tremendous job because he
Fuck
definitely
yeah.
got some fucking gnarly deals. You know what I mean? So
For sure.
But his skateboarding's it
no,
wasn't
it
like
speaks for himself. Like he kills it.
yeah. Some people are like not that good and they can talk their way in. He didn't
Yeah.
do. He did
Right.
not.
I
do
think
that.
at that point he had already had like a Logic part and stuff like that, so he was already kind of not established, but he was doing his thing.
Once he did that Logic part, that that was an insane video.
Yeah.
With the P Rod's part, his part, just in case.
JP JD was in that one too, right?
Or
maybe that was
no,
like-
a different one.
Okay.
Anthony Acosta. And
That's
Kenny
what it was,
Anderson.
Acosta.
Kenny
Yep,
Anderson
yep,
was in
yep,
that one.
yep, yep.
Such a good one.
But yeah, he had done some stuff to get him
Yeah.
legitimately there.
Hands down though, Mikey Taylor is a fucking hard worker. At the end of the day, you know,
That's the thing about Mikey. It wasn't, and I just know from skating with him throughout the years and seeing the process, it never came easy to Mikey.
Nah.
He wasn't one of them
He was
ones
hard on
that
himself.
and it was he worked for everything that he did and that he got out inside and outside of skateboarding. So that's a testament to his hard work for sure.
Straight up.
Yeah,
I love that fucking grandma did that shit.
That's so
beautiful,
sick.
bro. That
That's
shit is so
amazing.
fucking. I'm almost like, damn man, I should fucking.
Right?
I want that shit.
I know.
Like, that's so dope.
Look how proper it is.
Yeah.
I know.
Pristine.
Proper.
Really
Seriously,
cool.
put
really
that shit
cool.
on the shelf. Like anytime you want to refer to it, boom, right there.
If you had that at the house, you could have showed Legend and be like, "This is my shit.
Yeah, this is what that. My shit's too scattered all over the place. Like here's one piece.
Here's the
another
book."
piece.
Then he
Like,
gets
yeah.
older and older, big. Daddy's bringing out that book.
Trying to relive his glory.
Daddy's
days.
bringing out that book.
You got that Jorts? Oh man, here we go
Yeah.
again.
That's the one,
talked
that's
about
the
those-
one with the jorts. You
He's
know what
talked
I'm saying?
about those jorts again and again and again.
Hey, those are coming back.
Those
They are
Tuka
they
shells?
About
back.
that
No,
time.
they back.
Yep.
They are back. I'm seeing.
Yep.
I'm proud of everybody rocking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But it's a good watch. I like watching stuff like this
Hell
because
yeah.
like, you know, I think at the end of the day, it's like, it's tough as a skateboarder, who wants to make this thing a reality. It's like it's hard.
It's not all
hard.
glitz and glamour. At the end of the day, you have people that, and there's levels to this shit. You have to either work your ass off to get to a place like a Eric Costin or something. Some of those dudes, this is natural shit. So when you are putting yourself on these and having these desires, like I want to do this and I want to make money from this. It's like, first of all, just have a passion. Have the passion
100%.
for skateboarding.
Yep.
And have the drive, because people around you are going to see that and they're going to push you into that realm of excellence on your skateboard, and that will translate into money. You know what I'm saying? But it's not.
Money could be the byproduct.
True.
Of loving something.
Yes.
When I was growing up skating, it was the furthest thing from my mind to get sponsored. I didn't even know that it was a thing or a reality. I mean, it's all around me. I would see everybody. I would see Costin and Tim Gavin, and I would see pros. But for myself, it didn't even make sense. Wasn't even thinking about it until it started to kind of present itself. And I was like, oh, well, this could be, yeah. I mean, Rodney Mullen asked me for a sponsor me video. I gave him one video. He asked me for another one. I never sent him another one. Wow. You know what I mean? Like, it just wasn't in. I'm like, oh God, I got to send him another video. I just sent him one. Like, come on, man. Like, so it just wasn't built in my brain to like go after this professionally. It just, all the cards were just kind of like falling on the table.
Because some people will ride with it. Oh, Roddy wants another video. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and they'll
some
send that
people
video.
are on it, dude. They'd be making it in the
for
mud.
sure.
Yeah.
But look, everybody's different, and everybody's obviously story is going to be told and seen a different way. And
Dude, what's nuts is that I just thought about it. Is like when I wanted to get sponsored, that wasn't what I wanted to do when I first started skating. Then I wanted to get sponsored. I did not even think about money. I just wanted to ride with my favorite skaters.
Right.
I just wanted to meet the guys I looked up to and skate with them because I thought it was the coolest thing. I never thought about making money. I got a paycheck like, whoa, I'm getting $300
Right.
from Elwood. What the fuck? This is nuts. And like, that's when, and it never changed. I still didn't give a shit about making money.
And there had to have been a point in time where you're basing your lifestyle off of making money from skateboarding. So if that all went away one day, you'd be back. Like, there had to be one point where you're like, okay, well, I have to keep making money to live in skating.
sure.
I mean, but I didn't coordinate. Maybe it's something I look back on is coordinating the actual. This is where like Eric Costin and P-Rod and all the professional skateboarders really thrive, is how to actually use their talent to make money in skateboarding. When there's a time when you need to make a video part, those dudes did it, and when they did it correctly. You know what I mean? They were asked to do a task, and they did it based off that. I was just like, whatever happens. I'll go film all day, but if I don't land a trick, I don't care. Anyway, for sure. I'm just saying, when skaters, when they get big, it's because when like you get sponsored by Monster, they're like, hey, we need to do this, and they do it. When you don't just get sponsored because you're good.
It's a part of it.
There's a whole
for
kit and
sure.
caboodle for sure.
Like you have to.
You get sponsored because you're good, but you keep your career and you maintain your paycheck by having determination and having the drive to complete those tasks.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You have to be
1000%.
talented, but you
For
have
sure.
to use that talent in a manner of like getting it done for whatever it needs to be, whatever happens.
And luckily, we're doing something that we love, so that helps too.
Yeah.
But then as you, like this to say, like as you start to make money and not knowing what to do with your money besides spend it, like you have to have some type of guidance. You know what I'm saying? And I had, luckily, that type of guidance to kind of help me navigate through fucking paying my bills and making sure that I could put a little bit away. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of kids out here that are making some money, they ain't doing nothing like that.
It's interesting because like Mikey had that guidance.
Yeah.
Mikey Taylor, he said in the piece, right? I don't think I had that guidance. Maybe I had it from my parents, but you know what I mean? Like you're 16, 17, 18, you're not listening to your parents about saving money and doing that. You know, that's just ridiculous, right? So, and I never had any guidance, you know, it was like, oh my God, I got to pay taxes. I got to do this. And
my guidance was seeing my mom struggle and
Right.
seeing how it was hard for her to pay the bills and fucking keep up with shit like that. So I was like, fucking, I'm saving my money. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
that's how I was able to, as a pro skateboarder, save up to buy a house fucking 18 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, yeah.
And I'm very thankful for skateboarding for that and having the discipline to save. And I was still, don't get me wrong, I had my little cars and shit, because that was one of my little passions, just like how Mikey had his little thing, you know. I had what did I have? A little Lexus IS.
Ooh.
Bro, I thought I was the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
The 300?
the IS 300, bro.
Yeah.
Like right when
I had
that
one
shit
of
came
those.
out, just psyched. You know what I'm saying? But again, I was disciplined in order to do that, and I was making a good amount of money that was efficient enough to do that and still save. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So a lot of kids don't have that guidance. I think that's one thing that if you are making a substantial amount of money, you should definitely get some people that kind of help guide you on what you should be doing with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
And I think also skateboarding is so tiered out, you know, that like I could be making, you know, $1,500 a month, and then somebody else could be making $2,500 a month,
Right.
you know? So it's like so tiered out, even on the same company.
Totally.
Luckily, some skaters have like a shoe thing. They'll have a pro shoe or a colorway. They'll have A, B, C, D, E.
Yeah.
But I think it's hard for skateboarders, you know, maybe even nowadays to like, how does one even like
know your value almost.
know your value, but even like get paid decently? There's skaters out there with a job
No doubt.
that are
Yeah,
pro,
definitely.
You know,
How
like how are
great-
you saving money this way?
Right.
When you have another
with, like,
job
what's
to-
going on in the world, like, man, it's not rent's not cheap, food ain't cheap, gas ain't cheap. It's hard, you know what I'm saying? So based on what the salaries are, that not salaries, but like the pennies that are getting thrown out in skateboarding, it's going to be rough, and you're going to have to try to go get another job or work within the industry or the companies you work for to really solidify your place in this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's
Like I
not
had a
easy.
job when I was coming up in skating.
Right.
Because I wasn't, yeah, maybe you were you were getting paid, whatever, $500, but it still wasn't enough. Luckily, I had a good job where I could like kind of come and go as I please
Totally.
and like show up at a certain time, then bail, go skate, you know. So it was kind of a lenient
I
job.
remember hearing you had a job, and I was like, damn, Chris got a job. That's amazing, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know-
Because I
Well-
was naive to the fact that I'm thinking everybody around me is like, you know, we're
Yeah.
all doing.
That's what I was.
I'm
gonna
skating. We skating. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do.
But like, I would have friends that maybe I knew what I made, but I had no idea what someone else made. But like, there's someone
craziest
that's the crazy. But like, dude, Eldy had a shoe back then, and I was hanging out with Eldy a bunch back then. I'm like, Eldy's probably making a lot more than me. like,
Straight up, like, I wish I had someone like Mikey. I was making a lot of money. I got really nothing to show for it, but like, I didn't know what to do with it. I was 19 years old, and that shit happened for me fast. Like, it was like one video part, then I'm getting like a shoe, then I'm getting another shoe, and I got boards, I got clothes, I got this, I got that. I stopped skating for a clothing company that was like not paying me that much to like S, who gave me a line of clothes with my name on it. Like, I fucking went from 0 to 100 like dumb quick. And then I was just like, oh no, I'm gonna buy Reynolds car, I'm gonna buy a condo. I bought a condo, but like it never really, like, you know, I've sold it for, I don't even think I made that much money off it. I don't know, it was just like, there was never someone in my ear going like, dude,
And that's what I'm
here's
saying.
what you gotta do with
That's
this shit.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying, bro. Like, if you had that shit, like
Oh,
early
dude.
guidance in the sense of trying to be like, oh, asking your peers, like, bro, like, what are you doing?
Right,
Like, are you?
exactly.
What? I can't handle this shit right now.
Right.
Like, what should I do?
Right.
I had Tim Gavin. Tim Gavin always been there for me. He's been my fucking guy, and he's still my guy. You know what I mean? And he helped get me into that position to meet the person that I'm working with still to this day. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
like, that was my savior in that sense of like trying to get help for that.
For sure. And back then, I never really hung out with any of my peers in the skateboard world besides going on tours, which I went on a fuck ton of tours.
Because it happened so fast. Just
It happened so fast, and I just went on tour after tour after tour after tour after tour. So when I'd come home, I'd hang out with the homies and buy them everything.
Yeah.
I like fuck take them out to dinner.
Yeah.
You're living at my house. You're living at my house. You need some money? I got you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, dude, I'm getting this shit for fucking like feels like not doing anything. We're all eating.
Yeah.
Every one of us is eating good. That didn't work out.
And that's the thing too, is like, you know, we're as skateboarders, we're independent contractors. You know, there's no 401k, there's no nothing. It's just like you are an independent contractor of that company. You know, so Your wages get taxed every year. You're lucky if you're on a quarterly payment system with the tax man, you know. So there's really nothing. And as pros' careers start getting longer and longer and longer and longer, now you're this 35, 40-year-old guy that's still maybe affiliated with the company, you know what I mean? But there's no 401k. There's nothing where maybe as a normal out in the world guy, 35, 40, you're starting getting into working for legitimate companies with dental and benefits and insurance and 401ks and stuff like that. We get nothing like that. We're out for ourselves. So just a person, a kid trying to pay for insurance that's like $300 a month, $400 a month. You got a dental, you got to get a tooth extraction that's like, you know, $4,000. You know what I'm saying?
And then
Like,
you have
it's
taxes
gnarly.
you have to pay.
And then taxes upon that.
And then if you really are knowing, you try to save, but like none.
But then it's gone. You got to pay it all back in taxes, and
Yeah.
it's like literally like my career was like getting up here and then starting back from scratch.
Yeah.
I got to go back to scratch, and then it's like I was on this vicious cycle of like, dude, I got a little. I got to pay. I'm starting over again.
Yeah.
pretty
It's
much.
Just trying to find that discipline, and I know that, you know, when you're in the now with the young, you know, being in, you want to go out and have fun with your boys, like that shit is not cheap. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
want to be able to go live this life and have that little 1 month goes by very fast, and if you're living that life and going out every day and night and having fucking just paying for everything, that you ain't gonna have no money, and you ain't gonna be saving no money. So, you know. Chill at the house sometimes. Don't go out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
It's hard though.
I know it's hard.
It's
but,
like
you
Eldy
know.
was. He's probably going to Nobu with his friends. I got this, guys. You know what I'm saying?
Because you
Go to
don't
Nobu,
think
but
that
yeah.
shit. Real talk, you don't think that shit's gonna end.
Yeah.
No,
In the
right.
moment, like we living, bro. Yeah. Next thing you know, fucking 3, 4, 5 years,
I got into
10 years
gambling.
later.
And you know
dude,
what though?
talk about gambling.
This might not even be the a skateboarder's fault either. There was a big thing back in the day where every shoe company out, we're talking about skater-owned shoe companies. The PacSun was a big, you know, they were like that. There was all the shoe companies' bread and butter.
It was a
Everyone
big account.
afloat.
It was a big account.
It was a
for-
big account for
yeah.
everybody. And one day PacSun was like, okay, you know what? We're not going to sell shoes anymore. Pulled everybody. I mean, now that company is having to dock pay and do this and do that because now they're banking on one
They have to
company.
adjust.
Like it was a big stir up.
I remember
back
that.
then. It was
Yeah.
huge, you know, and that
Hell yeah.
affected the skateboarder who thought it wouldn't ever end, you know? So it's not only that skater, it's a company and it's different.
It's a trickle effect, like
it's
no
a
other.
trickle. Totally.
Yeah, man. I don't know. This piece was great. I think when you're a skateboarder, you're not making much money and you're not thinking about the future, right? You're not. I mean, Mikey was making a decent amount of money where he could at least live off the little bit and save and invest. But when we're skating, we're not even. We never taught about taxes, taught about where to put our money. We just wanted to spend it because you made it off something you love. So like, I don't know, as long as you're doing what you love, you almost didn't care about the, not that I didn't care about money, but it was just like, I just want to go skate every day.
For sure.
And,
for
there's
sure.
a lot of stories like the ones that are like, yeah, my parents were bummed at first.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was like, you're almost like, for me, they weren't bummed, but like, it was definitely like I kind of like, I knew it. I never knew I was going to be pro, but it was just like, I loved it and
Yeah.
I'm going to do this. And then all of a sudden it started paying me a lot of money.
Yeah.
So I was like, told you.
Yeah, dude, that's,
you know?
I mean, you hear about people too that like made a lot of money in skating and then they have a lot of taxes to pay and then they're not here.
It goes with saving. Like,
They're not-
you can't
Right.
just think you can make all this money and then think like you ain't gonna be responsible for that shit. There's taxes, my guys. You have to, especially if you're getting paid big lump sums.
Oh yeah.
Bro, get on some type of monthly, not quarterly, monthly type of situation where you're paying your shit like,
Yeah,
you know
so
what
you
I'm saying?
don't, so you can get rid of it.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
want that. You don't want to see at the end of the year that I owe 40 grand.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do? You know what I mean? Like,
And like he said, Mikey Taylor said in the piece is like, dude, they don't teach you shit about money in school. They don't
No,
teach you
not at
shit.
all.
No.
Yeah.
Nothing. There's no money management
They
course.
don't teach you
or
how to write a
something.
check.
Nothing.
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 I still know what the powerhouse of a cell is, and then what is that going to do for me?
No doubt.
Nothing.
No
It's
doubt.
crazy.
Fucking mitochondria.
But it's it's cool to think about, and I like when pieces like a Mikey Taylor piece comes out. You know,
dope.
and like people, oh, Mikey Taylor is about money and just blah, blah, like whatever. We read the comments, you know what I mean? And it's like I think that's whack because like, yo, just open up your ears, man, and like listen to what he's saying.
Straight
you
up.
know?
He's
It's
trying
like-
to teach you something.
Yeah, he's trying to teach you something, and like you may not want to hear it. You may think that like, oh, he just has a lot of money. So he's actually like speaking some truth that you could really gain some education by listening to what he's saying and like
Straight up.
use it in your own life.
Straight up.
Yeah, dude.
And that's what I'm like, dude, Mikey Taylor's on our show and you can see the comment, dude, Mikey Taylor's, I'm like, just shut up.
Yeah.
Just shut the fuck
That's
up.
some good old
to
hater
the
shit. That's all
listen,
that
I know,
is.
but it's like listen to the guy talk. Like he's actually trying to teach you something.
Totally.
That you're just closed off, like small minded, and you don't want to listen. And it's like, dude, this can really benefit you, bro.
Straight up, and you should listen to him to some degree because he's a skateboarder.
Yeah, he's not like
He's
this
not
random
just some
dude.
random dude like fucking business bank fucking guy telling you this shit. This is someone that you should already be relating with because he's a skateboarder.
Right.
And he
You
did
know
it.
what I'm saying?
He made a career off of it.
Yeah.
He had shoes. He was pro. He done it. He did it.
He's done it all.
He's done it all, dude.
The dopest thing about Mikey though is like he's been getting that ridicule his whole career.
Right.
Totally.
Because he was down with the barracks, he was down with certain people that weren't looked at as whatever you want to call it. So he's been getting that same shit from
Yeah.
I wouldn't say day one, but like at least since I've known him. Like he's
Yeah.
been that dude who's kind of always had that like weird like criticism coming towards him.
Totally.
So
But
now
he's
that he's
always-
ventured into something else, he's still getting that, but he has, I feel, developed a tough enough skin to like just keep going. And you see through his TikTok videos and stuff that he's putting out, like he's still spitting truth. Whether you want to receive it or not,
Exactly.
that's on you.
Exactly.
I think money is just a weird thing.
But it shouldn't.
I know, but it's just
Yeah,
weird. You know, when
no,
like
for sure.
people start talking about money and this and that, like people get weird. They get turned off. They get like they shut their ears off and like they want to just criticize or do
Because
this
there's
or do
levels to
that,
this shit.
like-
At the end of the day, if you're a dude with money, you're talking about money, and the dude that you're talking to ain't got no money, like it's one of those things. Like if he's gonna receive it, like he's got to like see you and be like, okay, let me see where he's coming from, like,
Right,
and not be
right,
like
right.
just some arrogant ass motherfucker with money. Like he's actually like trying to teach me something, and some people just don't see that sometimes.
Well, you're gonna take the
especially
go
when
ahead.
you don't have no money.
I was gonna say, are you gonna take the advice of somebody who's dead
Exactly.
broke?
I would
Or
not,
are you gonna-
I would not be taking no advice from nobody
Fuck
with no
no.
fucking money. Why would
Yeah,
that makes
exactly.
no fucking
I
sense.
didn't. I would hear advice, but I would be like, I don't get what you're talking about because I didn't have any money. So I was like, I don't understand what you're trying to tell me. Like, I don't understand how this, like, whatever. Then you make money, you're like, oh, that's what you could do with that.
Well, yeah, people
Right.
can only meet
Yeah.
you as deeply as they met themselves. So if you ain't got no bread and you don't know how to invest what you have, then yeah, it's gonna be a little tricky to
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
receive that information and take it in. But it's like one of those things. Like, yeah, the blind can't lead the blind. I'm not gonna take criticism from somebody who's not doing better than me. Just like I'm not gonna take money advice from somebody who ain't got more than me. So I think it is up to you, like you said, for you to take that in and be like, okay, let me at least try and get some of these gems that you're dropping right now and figure out how I can utilize that in my life currently to then get to the next level. And then it's just compounding on that.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that somebody that don't got no money can't have insight on whatever. Not about getting money, but insightful about trying to be positive about getting money, and you ain't got it. Like, I'll hear you, I'll listen to you. You know what I'm saying? But as far as advice on trying to really
Exactly.
get
Yeah,
some bread,
exactly.
like, but there's only so much I could hear. You know what I'm saying?
He posted something about like credit score stuff, about how you could like, get your credit score higher, and I was like, oh shit, this is like
Bro, credit score hacks are the shit.
yeah, like
Straight
when you
up.
could think about like it's like what do you say, 10% of your credit? I forget what his name of it's called. Like whatever your credit limit is, use 10% of that every month, or less than 10%. Like you're good.
Yep.
And
And
you use it and then you pay it all off because then
In the
that's
month.
gonna
Yeah.
I was telling you, I was like, if you want to get some extra points on your credit score, pay fucking 2 or 3 times a month to that one fucking bill. Like if you were
Before
gonna
it
pay,
reports.
if you were gonna pay fucking $500 that month, pay fucking $150, pay $150, pay fucking $300 or whatever.
Like 3 days
200,
before it's
200.
even due for the
Exactly.
last payment. Yeah.
And your shit will slowly
Yep.
start to trickle up. In 3 months, you'll see that shit trickle up. And
Hell
I'm dead.
yeah.
I'm dead ass serious.
There's
Yep.
there's that app called man, what is it called? Credit Karma.
Yeah, I use that all the
It's like
time.
the-
Yeah, and it was like, I'm like, you could see your credit doing its thing.
Oh, yeah.
If
Yeah.
you really follow these things, and it's I know as a young skateboarder, I would have heard this conversation and be like, you guys are insane. Like, what the
Of
hell are you
course,
guys
I mean,
talking
people in the
about?
comments right now are probably like, yeah, they're
Like, yo, we're here
Well,
for
dozing
bro,
off.
it's
It's probably going nuts right now.
well. First of all, shout out Ryan Cooley. He said he donated $100. It says just contributing to my 4019. But yeah, I mean, like I said, like when you start talking about money, it's just weird. Like people just start commenting the weirdest shit.
Yeah, it's
you know,
fine.
it's like,
It's okay.
fuck, can we stop? Blah blah blah. Nightclubs just dissing poor people. It's like,
No.
dude,
Dude, no, we all come from this. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
That's
I
the
mean,
thing.
especially all of us here. Like, I know that we don't come from like fucking crazy money.
No.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So we understand the degree of what is being poor and what is middle class and what is fucking rich.
But
You know what I'm
what
saying?
what Mikey's trying to say is that he skated for so long, and almost at the end, he didn't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what I mean?
this
Like,
I think this is
yeah.
where this conversation is stemming from. You know,
Yeah.
it's like us as kids that we skate. You know, we build a career, we get paid. It may be a lot of money or it may be peanuts. You know what I mean? We're all different skateboarders, and you go through your life. You get older and older and older. You can't live with 5 buddies in a house anymore. You know what I mean? Like you need to grow up eventually and start living a life.
Totally.
And it's hard to do that through skateboarding for some people. Like I said, like I was check to check. I'm like going on this revolving door. You know what I mean? Like if I had a friend like Mikey Taylor back in the day, I could have rerouted my situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We were just having a conversation before the show, and it was just like, dude, the nightclub guys must be so rich. They're just balling out of control, and it's like, dude, we're far from rich,
Yeah,
dude.
I'll show anyone my checking account right now.
Raj will pull that shit up right now.
You only have $200 right now?
Like we are bootstrapped, and like we still live check to check. You know what I mean? So
But you know why? Not why. I mean, whatever. But we love doing this shit. It's not like we're here to fucking.
No doubt.
Yo, man.
No,
we're here to
that's-
get that
that's-
check, dog. You think we? It's been 6 years. We said we love skateboarding and talking about it. This is just an insane thing that this happened
Yeah,
with
that's
this.
come to
This
fruition,
this
yeah.
is pretty fucking awesome.
this
but-
is just a bunch of skaters getting together. We had a videographer named Roger, a skateboarder named Chris, and we wanted to do a fucking show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and so I think we're getting off track here.
Yeah, but-
we're not rich by any means, bro. Okay, like as long as we're comfortable, then I'm good with that. But we do this out of the love. You know, it's a skateboarding. We want to celebrate it. We want to talk to people about skateboarding and talk about skateboarding. So, but I think we just gotta, it's. I think talking about money is like important. Because like we do go through this path, and as skateboarders, we grow up, and then we get to a certain age where we can't be professional skateboarders anymore. We have to now figure out when we're old, 40 years old plus,
The next stage.
what are we doing now?
Yeah.
All I know is skateboarding.
Yeah.
It's like, cool. Am I going to work the rest of my life as a warehouse manager at a skate company? Am I going to do, like, it's scary, dude, And I think that this whole conversation just stems from like, hey, if you're a young skateboarder out there, try to be smart with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try to save some money. Let's try to, you don't have to be a Mikey Taylor. You don't have to go invest, but let's just be smart, because this is not going to last forever.
At least be aware of it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Let the good times roll. But
I'm stoked we have
Pocket a
peers-
little bit.
like peers like this, like Mikey Taylor, real talk. Because like, who else we going to look to? Like again, coming from skateboarding, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we have a lot of people that we can look to in that sense now that obviously have made it, and are very successful. But Mikey, I mean, look, he's exception to the rule. He fucking did it, bro. Good for him.
I know. I love it, bro. I love it personally because it inspires me. You know what I
Totally.
mean? It's like, cool,
Me
man.
as
We have
well.
this show. Like, we could do stuff. And we try so hard. It's like, this is skateboarding. It's fucking hard to earn $1. Let's be honest. If we're a podcast, if you're a skateboarder, if you're a fucking team manager, like whatever it is, it's a difficult thing. But, it's going through and reading some of these comments and stuff. I'm like, I wish some people would just stop being keyboard warriors and like jump on Discord and like call us and talk to us.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what I mean? Like, let's.
Nah, because then they get Chris rocked. That's why motherfuckers stay behind.
But
them
you know what I mean,
keyboards.
though? Like, yo, keyboard war, like, dude, just jump on. Our Discord's open if you want to call.
Come on over to the Discord.
We'd
and have a
I'd
conversation.
love to
They
take your
don't,
call.
they don't want that smoke.
Exactly.
You know what's crazy too is I wonder if like like, are Matt Miller and Tim Gavin getting ridiculed for selling houses? Like, if you're a skater, would you oh, fuck, I'm not going to buy a...
Richard Mulder.
Richard Mulder. I'm not going to buy a house from this skater.
Nah, man. that
No,
shit
then
is-
why would you say that about Mikey trying to fucking help you out with your money? Same shit.
It's straight up. Nah, from skate to real estate, all you skateboarders, straight up,
Real estate, it's hard.
run it. Keep doing that shit. There's a lot of people in real, and they like to work for skateboarders. They want to work for themselves. They've
Right.
already been working for themselves. So this is the reason why you're seeing that transition like that. It's understandable.
I would be hyped to buy a house from them.
Fuck yeah.
Straight up.
Real estate's one of those things you get out of it what you put into it. Like,
Yep.
Right.
So it's the same thing as skateboarding.
Definitely.
It's the same thing as what Mikey's doing.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. And I think I'd rather like listen to, it's so funny because this is totally different, but like when Andrew Huberman was on the show.
Right.
And it's like he's talking to us about health and fitness and mind and everything, you know. And I'm like, I'm like listening, not that I wouldn't listen from another guy, but he's of the same ilk.
Yeah, totally.
And I can understand where he's coming from, and he breaks it down to maybe something that I can understand.
Right.
And he's speaking my lanlanguage.
And
He's
he's a
talking about skating the
skateboarder.
EMB and doing all this
Yeah.
shit. And I'm like,
Yeah. It makes
fuck
it easy.
yeah,
It makes
let's-
it easy for me to understand that.
Yeah.
And understand you.
I'm like, let's talk about the brain. How does fucking this shit work?
Right.
Like,
Right.
let's go. Like, I want to hear from you because you're a skateboarder.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same ilk, man.
Definitely. I agree.
Anyway.
And a good conversation, fellas.
Oh yeah, I mean, dude, money talk never really happens in skateboarding. That Mikey mentioned that in
Yeah.
that thing. He's like,
I never talked about any money with anybody.
I didn't care. I mean, I still don't really ask anyone what's going on with that. It's not really whatever.
It's not the go-to question.
It's not
to
the
ask.
go-to question
You know?
unless you're Chris on the talking to like Andrew Reynolds. Hey, how much do you make? Fucking
I just think it's a funny question to ask because nobody asks it.
Of course. No,
And
there's
then-
some people that are very rare that will be like, yeah, you know, and tell you.
Andrew Reynolds was the first guy because I would always joke.
Yeah.
I'd always be like, so how much did you make? You know, and they're always like, Andrew
say
Reynolds. Oh, he was like, 160 grand or something like that. I was
for
like,
you.
whoa.
why do people get weirded out with stuff like that?
Because you don't want to be looked
No.
at a different way.
Not the person saying it, but why do people
Wanna
judge
know?
something about that person when they hear it? Does that make sense?
It's like winning the lottery. You're like, all your homies come out of the woodwork like, yo, what up?
But like,
Yeah, I can see that. But I mean, they could already see your lifestyle and how you living. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of can dictate like that. If a motherfucker got a fucking $2 million home and a fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or a $500,000, you could kind of gauge on what the motherfucker is making. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
I don't know. Unless you're just, again, you saving your fucking money and nobody can tell what you're making because you're living like shanty. You know what I mean? You're not even like living like.
I heard a funny story. I don't want to say who it is, but we all know this person, an awesome guy, and be like, yeah, that dude's living in his car. I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, doesn't that dude make like a lot of money? He's like, yeah, he's just saving up, living in his car. I was like, wow, that's like, you know what I mean? Like that's how like,
And that's true discipline.
yeah,
right there.
true discipline, like the desire, like his, like what he wants to do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought that was crazy. Most people would have been like, cool, I'll get a little apartment and whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Something.
he was just stacking. So I'm gonna save my damn money. I was
Love
like,
it. Ride that fucking wave, bro.
yeah.
Well, listen, guys, I got to get home and get my booty shorts on and let the ass cheeks just hang out. You know what I'm saying? So we do have a raffle, but I think I like these conversations, even though some keyboard warriors in our chat doesn't like it.
all
Wait,
good.
let me see. Wait, no.
How many
Anybody in
of
the
us?
No, nobody. They didn't jump in the Discord to talk to us. Yeah, it's a shame. 'Cause we're open. Well, we'll talk, dude. You got a
Yeah.
problem?
Pull up.
You fucking,
on.
you know,
We
scared
can
and
have the
shit.
little
I think
conversation.
skaters just sometimes they just want to hear skateboarding, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, there's a little bit more.
This
to
coincides.
life,
This
you know?
coincides with the skateboard life. You
For
know what I
sure.
mean? As you progress in your career down this road, and you're gonna want to know about these things, and rather just get this money and be. Well, it depends on who you're fucking talking to. At the end of the day, I think it's a learning process, and if you pay attention, great. If you don't, it was meant to be that way.
Yeah, I think like a lot of people, you know, and listen, again, we're privileged to be in this, you know,
Yeah,
industry
for
and
sure.
stuff like that. So I think a lot of people aren't,
Right.
you know, they're just skateboarders.
Right.
You know, they don't care about us talking about making money.
Right.
You know what I mean?
From skateboarding.
From skateboarding, right.
Yeah.
And how to manage it and juggle it and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But I think it's an interesting topic. I think it transcends skateboarding into just real life.
Definitely.
And if you're working a job
Yep.
that's a minimum wage job or a job that pays pretty well. You know, it's like I think it's all transcends.
So relative.
I mean, if people thought we got into this business because we wanted to make money, that is fucking so far gone from why we. I started skateboarding because I just fell in love with that thing and nothing else mattered, and I let that take the way, and then that shit it comes across.
Yes.
It comes up, and you just have to learn to deal with it, and then you realize, wow, do I either go do something I don't want to do for a living, or I do something I do want to do for a living.
Right.
And that's when you choose that option. Is like, I want to try to do this. And that's a really hard thing to do when you put trying to do it with what you love.
Yeah.
That's a hard thing. I'll just say that
doubt,
personally.
no
So
doubt.
anyways,
different roads and paths for everybody.
yeah.
Ooh, we got a raffle. Yeah. Oh, hey, this episode's raffle, if you are in the chat donating, you're automatically entered to win this Strange Love Nodis graphic, hand screened Sean Cliver graphic right here. Boom, Strange Love. And the Street Plant Mike Vallely Barnyard Edition.
Boom.
Violent Gentleman right here.
These are
Boom.
both big dog
Bro,
boards.
they are big, bro.
9.5.
I don't know.
and
These are
10.
wall hangers, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I won this board, I'm not riding it. I'm not riding a hand-screened
No, I'm
Nodis.
saving that thing.
I'm putting that Nodis in my dungeon.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, if you're donating in the live chat, 3 winners will win the exact same package, which is a nice big
Yes.
package, which is the Valley Street Plant Violent Gentleman Barnyard Board and the Sean Cliver Strange Love Nodis hand screened.
We got to get the Chico sticks as well.
Oh, we got to get some of those.
Yeah, we got to support our boy Chico.
Oh, yeah.
That's my
And
fucking
we got to
guy.
get Chico on the show.
Well, that goes without saying. Chico, come on.
Chico.
Yeah, next time, we're going to coordinate this. We're going to work this out, Chico.
But now,
I seen he's out in Hawaii.
Dude, living his best life with the
That's
family.
Super sick.
Love it.
now we're going to pick. Whoa, you guys haven't been. Bring this over there.
Oh,
Yeah,
with
they haven't picked in a
Eldy.
while.
Elbridge. We haven't had
This
Elbridge for a
Elbridge.
We're
minute.
picking 3 winners for the Shake Junt prize pack. Shrimp Blunt deck, Shake Junt grip tape, 2 Shrimp Blunt
Good
Shake
dog.
Junt shirts, a pair of socks, a rolling tray, sticker pack, and a yo-yo. Shout out Shake Junt, shakejunt.com.
I'm no looking right here.
No look pad.
Those are our boys over there. Please.
The reach around. Just kidding.
Ski.
A little reach around.
Little stranger.
Oh. You got one, dog?
I got one.
All right.
You ready, Chris?
Oh, let's hit it, baby.
All right. First up. Blue double D double die. I am. We've got Eric the Hangman Reese. And
Okay.
he said sprinkle.
Sprinkle me.
Sprinkle.
We got Alex Truggs.
Hey,
Okay.
he's won before.
Familiar name.
Yep. Roger never goes limp. Alex Tuggs.
And we got
Sorry.
reach
go.
around. Aaron Howard.
Aaron Howard.
Boom.
Elbridge. For days.
Perfect, bro. Congratulations to all these winners, man. Congrats. It's cool. I love it, dude. There we go. We got Eric, the Hangman Reese, Sprinkle, Aaron Howard, and Alex Truggs. Email us contest@the9club.com. Send a screenshot of your super chat receipt that you got when you donated in the super chat and your address. That's all we need. Just email us all that information, street name, real name, apartment number, all that good stuff. Zip code. And boom, we'll send this package off to you. There you go.
Nice big one.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Simple as that.
I put lube on my bushes.
It's a weird one, Raj.
I need to get some new bearings. I just thought about that.
I got some bearings for you. Jerron Wilson.
Oh!
Jerron Wilson, nothing special bearings.
You got dub with us?
Yeah, I got a board and I got some bearings out. What's going on?
That was gonna be some weird joke. Like, I got some bearings for you. I don't know. It's the way you said it. It sounded
I
kind
know. Well, it wasn't the best delivery.
Some ball bearings.
Goodness. Holding it down.
All right. Before we go into the green room, which we always do after the show, we've got a Twitch channel, the 9 Club Green Room on Twitch. We just go and kick it. We hang out. We talk to the chat. We watch funny videos. It's just kind of like maybe a little decompression before we go home. And it's fun to kick it with the chat, hang out, and answer questions and do whatever. But before we go there, any Dubs, anything to say before we end the show?
I don't have anything to say. I said a lot tonight, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave that alone. And
Okay.
just say,
It's a talk show,
thank
bro.
You, yeah, thank you guys for fucking participating and listening to us. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Eldy, what you got?
Eldy?
Just shout out the old buddies.
All day.
But
Okay.
yeah, Charlie, he's the man. A friend of mine, Jose, who's a old buddy. Guy's been kind of helping number 33 out with some stuff like that comes from this show. It just blows my mind, and it's fucking awesome. So I just want to thank everybody that watches this show. We love you guys and girls.
Yes, definitely love everybody that tunes in. People always ask, how do I support the nightclub? Just watch the show, like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you really want to go above and beyond, we got channel memberships, and you donate in the chat and stuff like that. Everything helps keeps the lights on over here and just helps us keep going because, again, we're not billionaires.
You are, dude.
Oh,
Stop lying, okay?
Kelly, I'm about to hit $1 trillion, dude. Don't tell anybody. Stop. Jesus Christ.
Dude, you must have so much Bitcoin. It's insane.
I was a trillionaire.
Some good bonuses coming.
Oh, you have 9 Club bonus.
It'd be $1 trillion. We do the show because we love it. Okay.
Yep.
Steezus, anything to add?
Scared money don't make money.
Hey, okay.
True that.
Kelly,
I already know.
Shout out to all the old buddies. Shout out to my boys here. Raj in the back. Tim editing somewhere. Everyone at Phoenix Sam. This is a talk show. I talked a lot tonight. That's what we're supposed to do. Sorry if I was talking too much. But actually, I'm not sorry at all.
There you go.
Exactly.
There you go.
Good discussions tonight.
I was about to take your apology.
Oh, well, I took it back.
Oh.
Yeah. No, but I love you guys, honestly, and skateboarding is literally the best. That's why we're here, because we love it. So,
Straight up.
That's right. Anything to add, Raj?
Just remember, Daddy Skate's a little different.
What do you say?
The fuck?
Daddy?
Daddy Skate's a little different.
Daddy Skate's a little
You
different.
already know. You already know. You already know, dude.
Dubs.
Yeah. Daddy can't do what that
shit.
kid's
Daddy
doing.
Skate's a little
Daddy
different.
Skate's a little different. Shout out to Goddess Graphics though. We're making those little coffee cups.
Oh,
mugs.
yeah.
Oh.
Man, I don't know if
Got
she's
the first prints
I don't know
back-
if she's
back
making
there.
those, but if she is, man,
Where me and
They're up there, I think.
Those aren't the. Those are like.
No,
No,
she-
those are
those
the
are-
ones she
I think
brought. Those are the OGs that she brought. She's
Okay.
making some legit
Yeah,
ones.
yeah,
I think we're
yeah,
literally just
yeah.
behind those other ones.
Oh, that's
There's some on the other
No,
side.
there's only.
There's one behind.
Oh, is there one behind?
There's at least one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. They were over here before.
Yeah, because she said she was good, making myself and Roger one too.
Wait, are we gonna sell those?
I don't know. She said she'd send us the other ones that she made.
I think she's just making some
again, I
one-offs.
think that's just super dope that she even went out and just did that. You know,
She's
what I
the
mean?
best.
She's
She's
Yeah.
literally
She's
the
Hey,
best.
she's in the chat right now, giving a couple hearts.
Thank you,
There you
God. We
go.
appreciate you. Really.
Heart back.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
Hello Hearts.
appreciate
Hella
that.
hard.
Love all
Hella
this.
hard.
Love all the
Yeah.
fan art and stuff.
Amazing,
Yo, shout
bro.
out Charlie Cameron with that the rock image.
Yes.
Yeah.
That shit was hard.
Super good.
Hey, you got all of us. Well, he had all of us in the turtlenecks.
Yeah.
And you on your own. That was literally the perfect.
It worked.
Yeah.
He did another one with Dubs too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think we all had the
Y'all
turtleneck
were
shit.
in there
Yeah.
together. I wasn't.
He had another one with
No.
Dubs.
Because you weren't on that.
I wasn't
You
in
weren't,
it,
you weren't
yeah.
here for that
Yes.
episode. That's why.
Right.
Oh, but maybe it wasn't Charlie that did the one with you. Maybe it was just off of our normal 9 Club Discord.
By myself? I thought it
Yeah.
was with all of us.
No, he did one as you with the Rock.
Oh yeah, there was. I
I
thought
had
you
the
made
fan
that.
pack-
for
I had
some
the
No,
reason.
I didn't
Post-
make it. I think it was off of the 9 Club Discord.
Oh.
Somebody
I had the little
posted
fanny
that.
pack too.
Yeah, everything. It was pretty good Photoshop.
I see it.
It was pretty good.
I gotta see it.
Okay.
I like the one on the horse with Dubs.
That was the
horse.
best.
That one's got
Oh,
overlooked
dude,
a little
Yeah.
bit.
the kangaroo milk.
Okay, Kareem, that was great.
Who
bro.
did that? Did Tim
I
do
don't
that?
know. I think Tim put that
Tim.
together. I was like, "You're amazing." That was so good.
Man, that clip of that
Fuck kangaroo milk.
that kangaroo got socked. The best thing you said last week was like, all you have to do is type up kangaroo getting socked. And that was it.
Green room.
Which stuff like that, in our green room, we put stuff like that on our More 9 Club YouTube channel. So go subscribe to our other YouTube channel, More 9 Club, where it's just kind of the Knowing Clubs. We put those Knowing Clubs on there. And we got to do some out of context stuff. He was supposed to, I think he sent me some stuff. I forget.
Yeah, that would be fun.
My mind gets frazzled with all the going ons, you know. But More 9 Club, 9 Club Clips channel, and 9 Club. Go check them out. And remember, everybody, Daddy skates a little different.
You already know.
You already know. Roll the credits, Raj. Thank you guys so much. Love
Daddy don't
everybody.
skate like
Thank you
that.
so much
Daddy
for kicking
does
it.
Not skate like that.